everybody, and welcome back with us, Ginton Dice. So please, why don't you go ahead and grab a chair, get a drink, and sit down and relax to watch us, bunch of nerdy friends who sit around a virtual table to play Dungeons and Dragons.
That's what she said.
Fair enough. So, welcome back, everybody. I'm glad everybody's here and excited to play because we are getting into some nice stuff. Um, let's see. I think our continuous run of 0 announcements is still going strong. Doing good there. Um, and I have no other announcements. So yes, anybody got anything?
Penis.
There you go.
Talk. Cole, it's your turn.
Dingaling.
Back to you, Joseph.
The cojones on this group. So, I guess with that, we will go ahead and just jump into our tonight's episode of the Aztec Trials. So, we need like that weird transition effect. So, where you guys last left off, after teaming up with the Star Guardians and relocating back to your fort that has been fixed, remodified, and no furniture. But you guys had to make do. You bought some basic bedding supplies and um, did a little bit of farming along with planting a singular giant tree. As the group stayed there, trying to allow Orana to focus on healing up since she was recently reincarnated. Uh, as she's been recovering, some of you guys went to the Tilfell Reef to do a little bit of scouting and to try to go ahead and have a quick passage to get there. You guys were coming up with plans on what to do when you get there. And was informing others of the demon infested island, except for one that got turned into a chicken, who's no longer a part of that island anymore. So, with that, I believe you guys are on the night of 41. And it's more of, is anybody wanting to do this night before tomorrow morning, which was the everybody prepare to jump through a tree portal to get to the island.
Today's the 41st.
Yes. It's the night of the 41st.
Gonna talk to your brother?
Huh?
No? You said you talked to your family. Did you talk to your brother too, or no?
I did not, in fact. I mean, the question is, should I? I mean, apparently he has not the common courtesy to talk to the rest of his family in a year, so.
I told him to go see them during that month.
I mean,
And
well,
then
yeah, a
Kodama.
year.
We did stop there. They all smelled like wet dogs. Smelled pretty good.
Smell of wet dogs.
Yeah.
Is that how weird they smell? They smell like wet dog?
At least the ones that we talked to did. They probably just didn't bathe. Your brother included.
I don't smell like wet dog, at least.
I'm just debating if I should or not. I mean,
Well, you can't be mad at him forever.
oh yes, I can. And
Well,
apparently
you
I'm gonna
could.
add a lot. Apparently I'm gonna add a lot more time to that forever.
Yeah, you could, but I mean, it would help your family at least a little bit if feel a little bit better knowing something, since he hasn't talked to them at all.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
my responsibility, especially considering you told him that.
Well, you can ask him why.
I mean, I could. I'm just waiting for the reason as to why I should do it.
We also met this weird girl while we were there.
What Alistair said.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
So
That's the one we met.
that's no point. She was very much done with what was our left of our family.
Her father is dead. Her.
I mean, I suppose I could talk to him, but out of curiosity's sake. But
Well, I mean, have some closure, I guess. Better than end
it's
up
not so
like
much.
Alistair.
I mean, it's not so much about closure.
Maybe not for you, but maybe for your mother and father, it might be.
I'm not gonna tell them after I've done it. I mean, if you say so, I could do it.
Is there a way that you could have him talk to your mom? Maybe if you were able to cast like a double dream or something, if you had a way to like twin spells?
Well, I don't, and A, I don't, and B, that sounds like an interesting concept, trying to twin spell a dream spell.
I just thought it might be an interesting way of doing things.
If I ever learn how to, I might as well try, right?
Yeah.
Also, you can torment the dreams of your enemies, of two enemies at the same time, or the dreams of your allies, I guess.
That would be fun.
I mean, yeah. And you could give them the same dream, and then they would wake up, you have the same dream as me, and then it's like, yeah. And they'd be like, psych, it's me.
Or just never admit to it if you're good at doing that sort of thing.
I mean, if you don't say anything, you don't have to lie, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Just make sure they don't know it was you who was doing the dream.
Yeah. No, I guess I could do. I guess I could see if he's. See if I can infiltrate his dream, I guess.
Why wouldn't he want to go back to your family?
I know, I think he has found purpose, meaning to his life, I don't know.
Could he have lost anything that he thought was important? Or
I mean, I don't pretend to understand his motivations.
maybe he
I have
found
my
something he
motivations.
thought was more important?
I don't know.
What are your
Um,
motivations?
Mine? Don't even know at this point.
To help people? To hurt certain people? To settle down? To kill an enemy?
I mean, at this moment, I'm mostly driven by vengeance.
Vengeance against, or vengeance for what? I know against who, but for what?
I mean, it's mostly also a personal vendetta, I guess, making up for mistakes, and also just for the immense loss of general life. For no other reason than service to some weird god of war who apparently is just an a-hole chained up in some fucking god knows where. Oh, we know where, the Shadowfell.
Yeah.
So,
Did it have any personal impact on you? Any loss of anyone close to you?
Burning off Alistair.
maybe it did prevent one of a potential loss, I guess. But I think it is more just vengeance for.
the wider populace.
Is it vengeance then? Since vengeance is more like specifically for something they did to you?
They
I mean, they did
they
try to kind of kill me a few times.
Okay.
they also lied to her. They lied to her too, saying that they were doing what was best for the kingdom.
Yeah,
Okay.
that whole like grandiose. I know what's best for everyone, so therefore everyone has to die.
That makes sense. I mean, I'm mostly just traveling with you guys because I thought it would be a fun change of pace
I mean,
after
I
being
guess it's a
locked in
very,
the cellar.
different change of pace.
In
Been a
more
lot more
ways than one.
interesting than staring at a brick wall.
Can
Well,
imagine.
stone wall. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's also just a general sense of like doing what's right and not just sitting on your ass doing nothing and waiting for the entire world to go to shit. I mean, I had a way out, right? You were there. It's like I could have just stayed in the Feywild and never given a shit about everything.
Yeah, you could have.
That
I
probably
mean,
would have been
you
a nice way to do things until the Shadowfell pushed farther.
exactly. I mean, it's like considering how time goes in the Feywild. I mean, it might have taken a long time. Who knows?
I liked the Feywild. I wondered if maybe there was something extra there, some way of restoring a certain missing connection to the Fey magics.
What do you mean?
Like my grandfather, he lost his magic. His magic would have come from the Fae itself, seeing as he's Fae touched like yourself now and all Furbolg kind. I mean, personally, my magic no longer comes from the Fae. I've lost my connection to the Fae wild and am now more connected to my mold that grows within me and around me.
If things goes as they should, I mean, I guess I could, me, even I could do it at some point. Restore your connection. Who knows?
Maybe.
Like I don't know how any of that was going to work. I mean, they told me, "Oh, you're gonna be the special title holder," and I'm just like, I don't even know what it means at the moment.
I
It's
mean,
like
you were just gifted a connection more or less.
pretty much.
Yeah. What what's everyone's plan after we fix this with Lily and the Titan?
They don't entertain such ideas at the moment. It's like first you have to survive facing off against deities and demigods and the like. So
To live until I die.
You're gonna
I
go
guess
back
I
to your
have a lot of.
tribe?
I don't think I will. I'll probably visit, but I don't think I'll stay. I think I like being out.
Travel the world, I guess. I mean, there's many more places than just this continent.
Maybe.
More
We've
places
been
to
to,
grow mold.
I suppose so. There's one really wet place. I don't know if your mold likes it. It used to be really dry, but now it's really wet.
I think mold typically enjoys wetness. Let me ask. They said that they like the damp and warm areas, especially when it's damp, warm, and dark.
Don't know about the dark part, but it's definitely wet.
Warm.
That would probably work well for them. Maybe I'll try there.
Careful with
I'm
the
gonna
ocean. You never know what's underwater.
I could easily swim through that. Or fly over.
Fly.
quite fine. I mean, it took
And if
us a
I
few
get
days,
too
but
tired, I could just make something else to swim or fly for me.
Maybe.
Orissa's gonna hand Tay like a little slab, and she's just
What's
written
this?
it's just written in very big letters. Like you see a glyph, and then you see like very big letters, fast, like the biggest letters.
Fast.
So
Sound it out, Tay.
fast. Fast.
Exactly, fast. When you feel like it's needed and things are rough, just use this thing, just break it on the ground under you, and it will make you go fast for like a minute.
For a minute. Okay.
And then you get really tired once that minute is done.
Oh.
For like 6 seconds, you get really tired.
Oh, okay.
It's a glyph of haste. So just don't spend it all in one place. Well, you're gonna, but
Um, okay. I'm gonna put it in my backpack and hope it doesn't break.
Okay.
If you know what might be a good combination with that, if right before
What?
we go in, uh, I give her long strider.
yeah, this is more an emergency thing. It's not so much like it's gonna hold
Oh,
for. This is like it will be there until it gets dispelled. So or until she can
I don't.
use it.
I just thought the long strider might combined with the haste, that would be an extra 20 feet of movement. As long as it's cast before the haste, I think. I don't
Oh
know
no, it can be it.
how the
it
stacking might work.
I don't know magic, so this is your guys' field of expertise.
You could always test it if you have just a quick haste spell. Just test it here right now. I have it prepared. Just see how fast Tay can run.
Sure. Okay, ready to run?
I cast Long Strider on
I
Tay.
cast haste.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna see how fast I can run. I don't know where we're at. If we're in like in the castle, I'm just gonna run up and down the stairs as fast as I can.
Okay. Uh,
My haste
so
doubles your movement.
and
Long Strider adds 10 feet of movement, and then haste doubles
Haste
it like
doubles
okay.
that. Yeah.
Tay, make a dexterity check.
Would that be with advantage? Because no, that's saving throws.
No, it's just nothing.
Just a regular dex.
Oh my god, you're gonna fucking
5.
fall on your face so hard.
Okay,
because you're running
so
too fast.
I guess this is more of like you guys are kind of like in somebody's chambers, having this discussion. And Tay just kind of opens the door, and as you guys cast this on her, she goes running and she wants to go towards the stairs. As she does, like she's kind of like flying over it, so she's not really going
Fast.
down just yet. And so, yeah, you don't stick the landing at all. As you
Like in
just,
Looney
Yeah.
Tunes where they run off the cliff and they're just still running in midair.
yeah, like she kind of like just slams into the ground, a little bit of rolling, and just slams into the wall.
I'm okay.
I just assumed she would run around like the outside of the building, but
I mean,
Uh,
get your
learning
ass up and
from
run
going
even more.
through.
okay.
I mean, she's still got a minute on that haste, right?
Yeah.
She starts off very slow.
Uh,
Is it
ah.
disappointing?
Yeah.
but
Oh my
I
god.
wish I had prepared
I haven't.
invincibility so
but
I just had to watch.
as she kind of like
This
tries to
fake run.
go out the door, it's like Tay, you do kind of like start to go around the castle a little bit, but you don't even get like halfway to it because of the amount of time wasted of slamming against the wall and that slow start again trying to get back out.
You'd still be 10 feet faster even after the haste ends.
Yeah, then she gets like a sugar rush and just seizes up for a second, a quick 6 seconds.
Be glad the fort is not
Uh,
necessarily on the side of this cliff.
That was kind of what I was hoping for. Just kidding. Hey, listen, I gotta use reincarnate at some
uh,
point. I've used it once, I gotta use
oh.
it again.
You know you're
I guess
supposed to
she's
not
gonna.
run into walls.
Or off
I don't.
cliff,
I don't
off
remember
stairs.
whose. I can't remember whose wall I read through.
You
I mean,
ran
you
through.
run through the wall is still there.
Well, there's a hole. There's a me-sized head hole through that wall.
It doesn't.
One of the
It
It's
golems
not the
doesn't.
just comes
corridor.
over and
No. It's like, are you made of stone since when?
Thought I put.
You know what? Tay, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
See if she's vomiting from running so much.
No.
14.
Okay, continue.
Ah.
Well,
Why
yeah.
didn't we do? Why didn't we do this outside? This wouldn't have hurt.
It still would have been entertaining though.
I don't want to go outside. It's cold.
It's not that cold. Hey, stop licking the couch.
It's definitely cold outside. I know it. I can feel it.
You know what else I prepared?
No.
I could turn this whole wall into mud right now.
No,
And then
thank
we
you very
would
much.
be outside.
No.
That would. I think this is Arissa's room. I don't think she would like that too much.
Wouldn't you like a window?
No. I mean, would you like a this size shaped hole in you?
No.
No, exactly.
I would like to sleep outside if the weather's not too bad.
I mean, you could go outside, I guess. He just was inside.
It wasn't too bad outside. Minus the slight concussion. No, I don't have it.
All right. Well, is there anything anybody else doing?
I guess because they sort of poked Arisa to do it, Arisa's gonna see like late in the night if her brother's asleep.
Okay. So as sorry, I was looking at something. So as the night goes on and uh people are falling asleep, and it's kind of like one of those things where it's like this idea and trying to think about what to say to him and stuff like that to your brother kind of like kept you up to like midnight when you kind of feel like maybe I should.
Maybe she should. Just thinks about saying the words in her head and she's like, ah, fuck it, whatever. What does she have to lose, right? She's gonna open the book on the page of dream and just like, fine. See if anything happens.
Okay, you kind of opening up your pouch and skimming over, passing the uh, somewhat strange spell book that you don't use or really look into, and you go to yours and open it up and find the dream, and you kind of just hesitate on that a little bit.
Or does anything happen when I cast a spell?
Well, you do get a connection. Um, it seems as though he is it's like he's not having any dreams. Um, so it's kind of weird as you kind of show up and it's just like pitch black. You know, like you're connected, but it must be just one of those times where somebody doesn't have a dream about anything. Um, you can you can like connect to his conscious and kind of like pull him into it to make it a dream, if that's what you choose.
Hmm. I think what Ursa will do is that she'll just make uh, a cliffside with like a bench watching out over the ocean, and then she would just plop his ass on the bench like sleeping, and then she would just make a sunrise slowly appear over the horizon while she's just watching it from a distance.
Okay. As you kind of create the background, uh, with the sun not necessarily up yet, but slowly, and uh, creating the bench, creating this whole environment, and you're just kind of in the background, a decent bit away. And as you focus on bringing him in and putting him there, you can see where uh, it's kind of like he slowly starts to come into view. Uh, looks kind of like everything looks fine, but it's like where he is kind of looks hazy at first until it slowly comes into contrast. Um, and you can see just even the way he sleeps, like it looks like he's gotten a little bit bigger in terms of muscle, but not by much. Still is for what a young uh, he's like what
5.
because your sister's the youngest, and you said she was like 2021. So he's what around 25.
Something like that.
Yeah, I was 20 years off. Not bad.
Um, yeah, he looks in decent, if not some really good shape. And you can see as the sun is slowly starting to rise and hit that sunrise part, that it looks like he's slowly starting to kind of like shift himself up and kind of lean up and sit back on the bench for a second. Um, and as a couple of minutes go by, he looks like he's just sitting there watching as the sunrise comes up. And then after it looks like the sun has at least fully come up from the horizon, that you can see he starts to stand up and like looks like he's starting to do some stretches.
She just looks at us like posing. Um, I guess as he is stretching, she's just gonna like put herself on the bench behind him. It's dreams. I don't need to walk. I can just be there.
Okay.
And then she's just like as he's doing his stretch, she's like clears her throat.
um he
Fuck out of here.
uh, as you kind of clear your throat, um he um it's like he doesn't really change from his position, um but he kind of like you can hear he's just like good morning as he's like continue doing stretches but still not paying any attention to you.
I mean, it's technically good night, I guess.
uh
It's
it's
a boring old dream you had there, just black and nothing.
I don't tend to have anything really.
Could see. Anything interesting you want to do, or you just want to look at the sunrise?
Well, this ain't really something I get to see all the time, so I guess thank you for
Oh,
that.
you're welcome. The little goblin girl told me I should talk to you. I was still a bit upset, not gonna lie. Especially after I heard you hadn't contacted our parents in a year.
Kind of like stops what he's doing for a second, and then it's like a few breaths later, he goes back doing what he's originally doing. Uh, just I've just been busy.
You could send someone else if you couldn't go yourself, right?
Sure, but better to get the stuff done right, I guess.
You're all doing fine, so you know. Seems that dad is now really getting into his farming instead of digging for gems.
Well, I'm glad they're doing okay. At least he still has a good hobby.
Mm. So what have you been up to? It's been a hot second.
Is there anything that you were looking for?
Not particularly. Just showing interest.
And he kind of like
And it,
just stops. He like stops doing his stretches that he's been doing, and then you can see like he crosses his arms, but he still doesn't really turn to face you. He just continues facing like towards the backdrop of the ocean and the sunrise.
we have now apparently your new boss. Well, it's a good old friend of mine. And your old boss, well, he's a big boy now, I guess.
Yeah.
And the other, and the other one is dead, I think, or maybe I don't know if he's dead. I saw him fly through a wall, so maybe. What's his name? Dick Vic? I don't know.
Mm,
I don't really care.
never paid too much attention to him.
Hopefully he's dead. I hope Lucian did the job.
Well, I guess I can then. Congratulations.
I mean, it wasn't fun though. But seriously, what have you been up to? It's like I didn't come all this way for nothing, right? It's like I'm trying my best here. So like the Goblin Girl really thought I should make effort. And I guess, well, since we're going into the Maw of Death itself, I mean, I might as well, right? It would be a shame to leave things unsaid. And then you have to learn eventually of our untimely demise if you fuck it up. It's like you don't know what you miss until you don't have it, right?
There's like a good pause, like 2 to 3 minutes after you said that, and he uh he does like turn around and just kind of comes and sit next to you, but is even when he kind of turned around, it's like he's not looking at you, and he kind of goes and sit. And where how do you think you're sitting? Are you like a little bit more relaxed, or
And she's sitting like, one leg over the other, just sort of relaxed. She's been like staring at his face the entire time. So when he doesn't meet her gaze, she just intently keeps not staring but looking at his face. But she's relaxed.
okay? As he goes and kind of like sits down, and he's more of like leaning forward, um, and still though he's not like I said, trying to meet you in any sort of gaze. I guess I should wish you luck at least. Seems as though you guys are constantly doing something that seems dangerous.
Adds up, yeah. We did do a lot of things. Restored water to another continent. Saved an former archway, I guess, at this point. Killed Lily again. Now off to kill her again. So killing a Titan. Lost some friends along the way. One of them who potentially is this Titan right now. You remember Akuma, right?
Yeah. I I remember her. Look, I'm sorry. I'm not really cut out for something of this conversation.
I mean, who is? There's no real qualifications or anything for a conversation like this. You just have them, whether you feel like you're capable of them or not. I mean, I don't have any particular skills that make me good at talking. You fake it until you make it, right?
I still worry about you and the family. I do. Just ever since taking this path, it's led to changes that I've never thought of. And not that I'm regretting it, just now trying to find the path I'm supposed to walk as this new me. You know, after you gained your powers, it looked like more that I was going to be father's next in line. I was learning how to smith. I was actually getting okay-ish at it. My my one real great accomplishment was that tooth dagger I made for Alistar. It's kinda going for I guess you could say, a gift of affection.
Mm.
But at that time, hearing news of what you guys went through at Coolridge,
Well, I wasn't there, but yeah, I heard it as well.
it it just didn't sit right with me. It didn't feel like I was looking at this heroic group. You know, and after hearing the end results to that the Lord was involved in something shady, it still didn't feel like your friends should have done something like that.
I can agree on that.
And
I mean, I guess in the end, a lot of them paid the price for it.
Only one of them, no, two of them who were there didn't.
Sony Saber and they are still alive.
Us too.
Oh,
I just look at them, well, I am still looking at them the entire time. Well, I guess considering there's only two of those people still alive, guess they got what they got, they reaped what they sowed.
hmm, yeah,
I mean, it's pretty hard to kill some burnt hair, not gonna lie. Even if I tried, it probably would take a lot out of me. If I could at all.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, I get you.
Don't forget, boss.
Nobody's perfect though. Some people act on their emotions, do what they. I mean, I know for a fact that some of them regretted what they did. I guess when you. Oh, actually, Vos is also alive, that's true. So, whatever, if you still have an issue with it, I mean, you could always go talk to Vos, I guess.
I like to say I'm over it. It's just that whole situation is what led me in this path. Was hoping to restore in some form of fashion of justice. Something that I admired in the group. And then seeing how bigger the story seemed and how everything came out, the attack on the whole region, pretty much, with all those uh slaughters that the North was coming into. I was even went to help uh look after Quaritch. I heard about the fight that you guys had with Victor. Heard about the celebration.
I don't remember any of that. I was there, but I just don't remember. It's a haze. It's a price I had to pay. Memories.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Wisdom saving throw. 12.
Okay. Um You know, he was a good guy, and the fact that he held that much respect out for you all kind of feels like the group redeemed itself. And then everything just felt like it went into chaos when the dead came back as these monstrosities. Not to lie, I was mere seconds from death. I miscalculated an attack and kind of froze when all I saw was a black blade coming towards my head, my neck. But thankfully, the rest of my group was able to help me. You
Oh,
know,
good thing you had it then.
and so I've just been trying to find my way of what really. Now all I'm doing is protecting Sanctuary and following orders from boss about trying to protect a line, I guess you could say, to keep these demon backs. It's just, I don't know. Still trying to figure things out. I've changed
So were we
who,
all.
yeah, I changed who I used to be, and a part of it feels ashamed, and another part feels like I shouldn't look back.
You've made your choice. did what you did. I guess the only regret you should have is that you never contacted any of us yourself.
I didn't want to be bringing shame of a lot of other things that I've done to the family. I mean, you, who's been going off and saving, even from the stories you told, a multitude of things. By now, people know your last name. They know if probably somebody ever speaks about our name, you're the one who comes to mind.
Just because I'm the word offender doesn't mean I'm worth more.
That's how I look at it.
I think everyone is worth equal. It's like just because I can do more doesn't mean I'm worth more. That's how simple it works. It's like people might know my name more than yours, but it doesn't mean you're less of a person than I am. I mean, I'm partly responsible for all the shit that's gone over this part of the world, so maybe people shouldn't see my name in the light they do. Just because I fix things doesn't mean that I should be absolved from all the issues I caused. That's neither here nor there, I guess. Things happened the way they happened. And I guess we managed to save lives, and that's what matters in the end, right?
Yeah, I guess.
It's like everything is fucked now, so we just do the best with what we can. I mean, I had a way out. I'll let you know. I didn't have. If I just stayed in the Feywild, I wouldn't have had to bother with this, but can't just sit by and let things go to shit whilst those powerful creatures sit there and do nothing and let everything go to shit. Like if you look at what you want to do in life, it's just don't sit on your ass and do nothing. Especially when you have the capability of doing something about it. And you're gonna make mistakes along the way, but well, some of us are only human.
Well,
Like he still hasn't looked at her, right?
yeah, he hasn't.
Yeah, I know. Like she's like listen to eyebrow, see if he reacts to the comment.
Eh, go ahead and make a insight check.
Yeah, I'm really terrible at this.
Oh no.
Also, hey, look at I'm straight midlining it.
Um. Uh.
Let me switch music.
The. Okay. It seems from like what he's saying, kind of like about being ashamed a little bit, and like being ashamed a little bit, and then like not even trying to also look back. It's like he's at least willing to get side by side with you, but it's like he feels like that's as far as he should go. That's as far as he should do. He shouldn't. He's not sure if it's almost like to him, uh, looking at you is like showing his disgrace in a way. And then another part of him is just like, as long as I don't fully like make contact, as long as I don't try to push this family bond any further, in terms of like trying to either heal it or fix it, he probably won't get as hurt as much either. So he's just been still uh sitting there.
Man, did we try to get him to promise to go visit them during the month we were traveling?
As it like as he is not like responding,
We did have
she just
a arm worm.
mm. She just looks at him. Well, I did promise stay would try, right? Like she mumbles it to herself. I mean, he can try hearing it if he wants to, but she mumbles it out, sort of semi out loud. She like gets up, and then she like walks around, like slowly, like in front of him. And I assume he like the moment he knows that she's getting up and walking in front, he's probably looking down at the ground.
He does
He's-
like as you're because right now he's like leaning forward, just kind of like sometimes grazing down and looking up like at the sky and stuff like that. And it's like as he sees in like the corner of you getting up and moving over, he kind of like starts to dip down and like to the side to get the least amount of you.
Mm. I guess he just stands in front of him, looks down, slightly amused. We all change. I know you've changed. You've done things, I've done things. But doesn't mean. And I was upset. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw you in Sanctuary the first time, I was upset. The fact that you didn't tell our parents anything hurt me then, because I thought you were better than that. But I'm not gonna go step into the maw of death without looking my own brother in the eyes before I leave and tell him it's okay. And she like just grabs his face with both her hands, and she just forces him to look up at her, because I also changed. Does he resist?
There's it almost feels like there's just a little bit of weight to it, but it's not like you're having to struggle of moving his head. It's almost like he's in almost like a weird way. It's like if he could just like take his head off, and it's like you're holding his head, so he's just placing all his weight into your hands, and then you're just lifting it up and making him look at you, and
Yeah.
you can see that uh his eye colors have changed to more of a uh, an amber-ish uh, orange kind of color. Um, and you can see as well uh, which you probably would have saw it before, but now you can clearly see it as well, of a scar kind of like right down his eye a little bit. He still can see, but he obviously received a pretty nasty scar uh, during some sort of combat that he had. And as he just kind of looks up at you, and he's not saying anything, but it's in a weird way you can just almost feel like he's crying on the inside.
Like as she stares at him with her elven eyes now, she says, "You're not the only one who changed. When I said I had a way out in the Feywild, it's because I wasn't just given a gift. I was given a curse. And that curse is to live longer than those around me and be important, provide things to others. I didn't want any of that, but it's my curse. And I'll make the best out of it. And as I said, it's okay. All is forgiven. I don't want you to live your rest of your days, because I don't know how long it will take me before I can come back. I don't want you to live the rest of your days feeling regret for what you've done. I've also done a lot of things that made me regret things, but I don't want you to go to sleep at night thinking your older sister is mad at you, because I'm not.
he kind of stands up, and like as he does, like he was still kind of like holding his head, and we're uh he's gotten uh roughly close to your height, if not slightly just a little bit taller.
Well,
And
she's a small woman, so.
um and kind of just uh kind of goes in to just like hug you, and you can
Mm,
feel as it's not like he's trying to squeeze the breath out of you, but you could just feel
mm,
as though listening to your words like this might be the last time he could.
mm.
And um he whispers to you, uh just come back alive if you can. I'd like to meet you. I like for you to meet my new family.
I will try.
And kind of like just lets go. And
Because like a little smile, you know. If he managed to pull this off, who knows what I could do in the future. I mean, it might not be that bad having the Arch of Luck on your side, right?
probably needed if I'm going to go see family again.
I mean, they miss you. Don't worry about that. They're probably a bit upset that you didn't say anything for, what is it now? A year and a half? But I mean, I'm quite sure they'll be fine. I mean, I talked to them before.
Okay.
It's like you can't cross a bridge if you don't dare to go over it.
I'll do my best.
You should. Especially if we fail. I would hate to see you living the rest of your days without ever seeing the rest of your family again. Our family.
Okay. And
Well,
the dream kind of goes on for a little bit more.
mm,
You two probably just both sitting back on the bench and just kind of watching as the sun goes up until both of you kind of just fade away.
as the spell ends, she just sits there and is like, well, there's one talk out of the way. Guess we're gonna have another one tomorrow. Stupid Star Guardians. And then she goes and lies in bed, even though she doesn't need to anymore.
All right.
Old habits die hard.
Oh
Could have
yeah.
done your 4 hours of meditation while just concentrating on the dream spell, I guess.
Well, this dream spell probably lasts like what, half an hour? She doesn't go the entire, like 45 minutes or something.
You can go the whole 8 hours of rest, I think, and still get
Nah.
good rest.
Yeah, I know, but she doesn't.
Well, anyways, you guys wake up on day 42. Um, as you all are waking up, and you guys know that today's the day to see what this temple holds on this island. Uh, so there's a lot of people like kind of like with their doors open, and they're like getting their equipment on and uh just getting ready. Some like Sini, right? I said her name right. Yeah, I did. She is, just like in her room, like trying to get like some quick workout going. Uh, it just seems like everybody's trying to do their preparations for the mindset. So as you guys get all your equipment ready to go, and had your somewhat nervous, but at the same time, all 10 of you has faced some sort of threatening of your lives before that it feels like it's another day, but there's always that it's just, is this my last, as you guys are eating. And so some people are taking things a little bit slower, but after you guys have finished your breakfast, one by one, slowly you all are gathering outside to the tree.
I've gathered some of the grains from those random seeds in the field, and then some like uh strawberries that were just sitting there, and made like a nice sort of meal using those grains with strawberries in it for breakfast.
Okay.
Before breakfast, I was thinking I might have said a prayer to me or something as long lines as, if this is the last time I talk to you, hopefully, hopefully it's not as bad as it could be. I do hope to talk to you again, but if I die during this, thank you for giving me that second chance.
um, make a religion check.
I mean, all religion.
Do it. Do it.
I try to make you
Hell
guys
yeah.
roll
18.
the ones that you suck at.
Mm-hmm.
18. Nice. Okay. As
Hell yeah.
as you're kind of like giving this quick prayer, um, it feels like you have somebody kind of like patting your back, and it's like they're just whispering, almost like the same words that Victor had told you before, that rage can come in all sorts of emotions. Don't always rely on anger. And as you kind of like, uh, it's to you, you still see the world around you. And as you're kind of done with your prayer, you know, stand up and start to go and join like the rest of everybody else. But it's just like almost as well in the back of your mind, you get this presence that it's like the whole scenario where you've seen before, where the stack of rocks uh, that were put on top of each other, and kind of like him standing next to it as you're like walking away to go and face this danger. Um, but you feel as though that he is watching you. So, as everybody gathers around, um,
Oh, dang it, I forgot to prepare that spell today.
Ah, dang.
No, I'm kidding.
Guess we
Sel,
gotta wait till.
like Sel is already staring at you, and I'm like, I'm going to nerd today,
He's like,
aren't
it
I?
wasn't funny the first time.
I was
It's
supposed
not
to bring
funny
the
now.
sunlight spell, right? Sunbeam. That was what I was supposed to prepare today, right? Good.
Um,
And I start
Sal,
pretending like I'm casting sunbeam on the tree, and then instead I cast transport via plants. Oh, were we ready to go?
No. But I
No?
think we're just. I think we're gonna talk. I
Oh, now
mean,
we have to wait for tomorrow. I spent the spell. No, I'm kidding.
oh my god.
fucking
I'm just
chaos
staring
grid.
at Cell the whole time.
I don't even know anymore.
It's like I know, like as Sal's gonna say upset, like Riz is looking at Annie just to see her response because she thinks it's like she's looking back and forth between the two, like it's like, is she gonna bitch slap him? Is she gonna bitch slap him? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
Like right now, he is just like, I am ready to either murder
Or maybe we
him.
should just use a polymorph to fly across, even though it won't last the whole time that it takes to fly all the way there.
I'm totally
Like,
lost.
alright, you pressed his buttons enough. Look, he's already getting
Okay.
super
Like
red.
he's like he's already like that. He's just red. He's just like,
Stop being such a little bitch. Come on.
oh my gosh. Warcon kind of comes over and slaps him on the back and is like, "Oh, lighten up. They're just trying to have a little bit of fun before we go and face our doom." And he's just, I feel like I'm facing my doom now. And it's just,
I mean, is everything doomed to you then? If this is already doomed to you, what are the actual doom things then?
you'd be surprised.
I
So-
mean, see if you can color me surprised.
anyways, are we ready to go or not?
Are you bitches ready to come with us or not? That's more the question.
No, I need to use the bathroom real quick and put it.
Yeah, go
so
use
it's
the
walking
bathroom.
away.
While he's taking the bathroom, and the adults can talk.
Oh my gosh. He's just, he's
I
like,
mean, you can't
Or
blame the
he walks
guy.
around to the other side of the tree. That's as far as he goes.
Yeah, it's
That's-
like
Oh
you
my
can't blame
God.
the guy. He's been like stuck in a cave for like 100 years.
I'm.
Could you be quieter? It's hard to go while you're talking. I get stage fright. The people in the
No.
cells normally just turned around and faced the other way.
Why? Why
You
are you
are-
going right there? You could just
I
there's a
didn't see a reason to
further-
walk all the way away. Besides, it'll help fertilize the tree.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Okay,
Just
you're the
fucking
nature
be.
person.
Like
Man.
even like some of the other uh like the females of the party are just kind of like
I was just joshing. I didn't actually have to go.
slightly weird by just what's happening. They're just like,
Ah,
s-
Sorry, I just thought it'd be fun to insert some humor right before we all go to our deaths.
Well, you have the
You're
same fucking
first-
name as your grandfather. Poor timing and
You're-
bad quality.
At least some things run in the family.
Yeah, the wrong things.
the wrong thing.
Would you rather I've inherited his inability to fight?
No, this is fine.
Point taken.
Point taken.
From what I've heard, he really was bad at fights.
I mean, he tried to put things to sleep that couldn't be put to sleep, that kind of stuff.
Like what, an elf?
Yeah, pretty much.
What a dumb dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
No wonder he's dead.
Well, that's
Wow.
I
Like,
Wow.
Ursa's just gonna, like, Ursa's just like, you go stand a little bit over there. Okay, that's good. Anyway,
all right.
on a serious note, like now we've had all the non-serious things off to the side there.
I still have a few more, but I'll wait.
Wait, yeah, good.
Mm.
Keep it bottled up. Just bore some undeads later with it. They'll appreciate it.
By
you
the
guys
way,
coming or
would
not?
you like
Yes?
would you like to be bound to the Shadowfell so that you can't be forced back to the
No.
Feywild?
No, because if needed, then no. Probably not a
That's
good
that
idea.
I would offer.
Probably not a good idea.
All right.
Anyway.
So is everybody set? As he looks amongst everybody, not just like you guys. There's no coming back for anything. So
Don't forget anything, everyone.
and everybody's just. Some people are like rechecking their supplies just to make sure they brought whatever. So after like a
Axe,
minute or two, everybody
axe.
is like ready to go.
Other acts.
So as one final, are you guys ready to go?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I haven't asked my question
Wait,
yet. Are you guys coming or
let's-
not? And I
let's
meant
save
coming, I
first,
mean,
wait,
Like this is like one of those. It's like, you know, you about to go somewhere, and you have to talk to some NPC to get there, and they're like, "Are you sure you want to go? Yes or no?"
yeah, and I'm just saying to the NPCs instead. I'm just like turning around to the NPC. I'm like, "Are you ready to go?" Like, I mean, but go. I don't mean just come to the island. Let us do all. Let us go, and then you stay. I'm like asking, "Are you coming?" And she has she like hovers the pile of dimension door glyphs in her hand, like all 5. They're like hovering between her hands.
Okay. As you ask them, like, if they're going to, like, go to the Shadowfell. Yes. Hopefully nothing bad happens here, but we've went ahead and informed Vuba that all of us will potentially be gone. I do not know for how long. So she's thankful for the heads up and wished us luck. So
Good.
we'll be going.
I had a whole speech prepared, but I guess I don't need it right now.
I mean, you can, if you have a speech, you're more than welcome to.
No, I think it's
Yeah.
best that we just stick with the current decision.
I mean, it was a pretty good one, but I mean, like it's not needed. It was.
Maybe you can tell it to us after some of us have died and we need to get more people to come to the Shadowfell with us.
Wow, you're on a roll today.
I'm really bad at
Anyway,
this whole talking thing. I'm surprised you all let me do it.
I can't physically. Well, I can physically stop you, but I can't physically stop you. It's like
You
you're
could
still
just like
allowed.
cast silence or something on
Yeah, but that's
that.
just rude. Anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, if we want to get to the temple, like, so my plan is we go through the portal. We know that we don't want to fight our way up to the ziggurat, so we can use these things to just instantly go there. But we need to decide who's going with who. It will cover all of us, but you
Fair.
need to find your partner.
We should probably put low intelligence people with high intelligence people.
It doesn't matter.
That way
We're all
they're
gonna
better
ship.
at figuring out her.
Even like she looks at Paula, and she like takes out one of the things from the pile. Even an absolute idiot with 2 intelligence could. I want to go there. It happens. Turns
But
back.
I think it's more about knowing how far that entrance is.
You just look at it, and you think, I
But
want
the
to be there.
tree's on the opposite side of the pyramid from the entrance. So we wouldn't be able to see it.
You can think about it that you want to be there. That's how it works.
But what if people don't know where the entrance is and accidentally teleport inside of a wall?
Then you get shunted out of the wall, and you take
Oh,
damage.
okay.
Maybe we should pick people who've already been there as well as people who are smart.
Sure.
I think that reaches 5 total. The 4 who went there
Arena.
yesterday, and then you.
Anne and Cell both say that they have the capabilities of dimensioning doors, so they.
No, but this one is free.
Okay.
So it just goes, this one is free. It's like, it doesn't cost. I did it yesterday, so it doesn't cost me anything anymore.
It'd probably be smartest to give it to like Anne, Cell, Arena, you, and me, who like the 4 people who've already been there plus you, Arissa.
I mean, I've seen it from a distance, so. Anyway, yeah, that's probably a good deal.
So who wants to partner with each of us? Who wants to be my partner? Alec, I'm
Somebody
looking
be-
at you.
Hold on, let me roll for this.
I molded some potatoes for you. It should just be an initiative check for everybody else to try and find someone other than Podan.
It's like musical chairs.
Everybody's just rushing to find a partner, and just whoever's left over gets stuck with Podan.
I'll say this. Say either a odd or even number. And hold on. Okay. Which one are you picking, Poe?
Odd.
Okay. So, as you were kind of like suggesting for Alec to come, and he's just like, you guys can't be serious, right? I'm not partnering with him. And
I mean,
like,
technically,
Anne and Cinny are kind of like already together. Cell and Rolcon are kind of together. Reina's actually like kind of like came up and suggested to Arissa like, do you mind if I travel with you? And it's so he's just like,
Oh my god!
Who will Tay go with?
Is that a tear I see in your
Tay-
eye,
Tay, Tay,
Alex?
Tay
Tay
has
has to.
Exuya.
No, she,
I thought Arena. I thought
I
Arena
mean, we're
and
double
Orisa
dipping,
are
so.
teleporting. So wouldn't Tay go with like
Oh,
Arena
yeah,
and
for the people who seen it, then yeah, it would be like that. So it would be
yeah?
Tay and Orisa and Exuya and Arena.
Is that a
Yeah.
tear I see in your eye,
He's
Well,
Alex?
no.
besides that fact, I think the way Dimension Door works, doesn't the person who's starting the Dimension Door have to be bigger than the person who's coming with them? So wouldn't you have
Mhm.
to come with me?
No,
Arissa,
she.
don't shake your head. Don't shake your head, Arissa. Don't shake your head.
Or is it like as he's looking down, or is it like, I see.
I don't actually know how Dimension Door works.
He's
I'm a
Totally.
druid,
he
not a
does
wizard.
this. He kind of like turns to everybody. He's like, "Let's just hurry and get this over with."
I'll kill 3 potatoes for you if you come with
And then
me.
like kind of holds his breath and then just like walks behind Poe and just eyes closed type ordeal almost, and it's just like holding his breath.
Should we be invisible when we go do this?
No,
No.
because we're all
Okay.
gonna
What
instantly
about-
break invisibility. We're gonna break invisibility instantly when.
What?
I wasn't sure if
Alex,
like
you,
exiting the
Alex
tree
looks like he's
fully.
about to faint. We should probably hurry up. He's been
Yeah.
holding his breath for a little bit.
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
he
let's
can
go.
keep holding it. He's held his breath for a long time before, I think.
So, if everybody's ready to go, are you casting
Except
and
Quest.
going?
We better get the
Oh.
wait. We better get all those pine cones. We gotta collect those 700 pine cones before we.
Yeah,
No.
and 12 boar meats.
Also, if you see any pots, smash them to see if there's rupees on the inside.
Let's just we gotta run away from the chickens though, in case we see
Yeah.
those.
Tay,
But
just
listen,
go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
the last chicken I saw
You.
over there was a tree.
Who's making a dexterity saving throw?
Tay.
Do I get advantage with this for danger sense?
Surprisingly,
It's
yes.
surprisingly yes.
9.
Hey,
Okay.
nice.
Go ahead and take 1 point of damage as a decent, not like a huge rock or whatever, but a rock size of a hand just flies as fast as it can, slamming against the side of your face. As like you kind of look back, and Alec is just like
Ah,
his eye is kind of like twitching because he's still holding his breath, but it's like, shut up, let's go.
Hold a potato out in front of Alec and then mold it until it just turns into mush.
He's just. I am about to not go with you guys.
Stop being a
I
bitch.
thought you would
wait,
like the whole potato thing. I destroyed a potato.
Cast the spell. Let this bitch breathe his
Okay.
air again.
I'll start casting the spell on the tree, and a doorway made of mold will sort of grow on the surface of the tree before sort of like dipping inwards into the tree as if it's eating away, opening a portal straight through. And then I just yell, "Run!" and take off into the tree.
Okay. Since
oh my god.
like you guys are this time not invisible, everybody
Oh, no.
who kind of like was already partnered with their person was already set up in a way to just quickly mad dash through this thing.
I
And
debate in my head, Druid crafting a small vine to try and trip
No.
somebody, but then I'm like, that'd be a bad idea. I could kill them and then just keep running.
they trip, and then like halfway through, wait.
It just gets crushed, half of their
Um,
body sticking out.
I guess we're casting reincarnate again.
as
Oh, that'd be fun.
as you guys all like, it's not more of, it's like you are taking a step into the tree, a step, and then out of the tree, and um it's just like this weird sensation. But it's like, Poe, as you kind of go first, you can hear the sound of running of people behind you, and so everybody, making way. It sounds like a weird hallway, uh as the echoing of everybody just trying to run, but it's not like it's extremely loud or anything, just for like right there if you're next to it. But as everybody kind of comes around and quickly grabs a hold of their partner, um, as we'll just say, uh, yeah, we'll just say for Tay and Arissa probably being last, as you guys kind of come out, the tree kind of unfolds again, coming back and hearing that bark kind of crackling sound as it goes back into it. You all now um, on the wonderful island of Tilfell Reef. Um,
Wing.
and
Who
let's
wants to
see.
try to dimension
Wah!
go first?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that tree back?
Okay. Um, as you guys kind of quickly come out, you can hear the sounds of what sounds like creatures that you all should expect it to be demons, but
Is
they
that one
sound.
tree back?
Oh no, you know for a
No.
fact that tree died. That's one of those things. Like he just died. Um, they
Does the
sound.
other tree look sad?
No, these trees look fine.
Okay.
Uh, Either that or they might be sweating. You know, one
He's
got turned into a
I look
chicken.
at one and go,
Like you see just sap sipping from it, like it's please not me, please not me, please. Anyways, you do hear the sound of like all of these creatures, not like they're rushing to this site,
rolled a 12 intimidation on the tree.
but like they are awfully close, and
We
you
try to hurry.
guys do not have long.
I just go like, let's go to the entrance, I guess.
Alec, take my hand.
he's he's like one of those where like you hold your hand out and he just grabs your wrist.
Look, I try to use the stone. Does it work? I'm thinking of
Yeah.
going back to the door I saw.
Yeah, as all of you grabbing hold of people and uh kind of breaking it or just trying to think about using it, uh almost like one by one, but at the same time almost this echoing of like this swishing sound happening. uh Whoever, in a sense, like whoever would have been last, it's like you can hear like all of this sound is definitely got their attention as they finally cast, and all of you are now in front of this uh entrance, right? And if you remember, it's like a very long staircase, and then it's like a platform before going
Shit.
into this pyramid, and you guys are on the platform.
Ah,
Um,
shit. Stairs. Our worst enemy.
Are they?
uh, Already,
Fine.
as you all kind of come in front of it, the doors to this temple are like wide open. You guys can kind of see inside, um, and immediately from kind of like what you see, like you're kind of like, again, if you remember, the platform is being slightly in the midst of the foliage of the trees. Um, you can see what appears to be like on one side of this gate like a statue of like two legs, but like one of them is like slightly shorter than the other, and it looks like it's been uh like destroyed, like the upper portion has been destroyed or something, and that's all that was remaining. And you can see little bits of rocks, but you will probably assume that there are other remaining of it's down below. You don't even see anything on the other side of the doorway, but all of you quickly rushing into this.
Can we
Uh,
close the doors?
Yeah,
yeah.
is there any way we can close the doors?
As you all kind of quickly run in and starting to shut the door, and it has that
Oh no.
that loud creaking sound as the doors are just slowly going to shut. And as they both shut, you hear the like the echoing of them hitting together. Uh, there does appear to be like handles to hold something there, but there's nothing there.
Can we see if there's anything there that could possibly be put there?
Make a yeah. Uh, Kind of like to the side, there is a what appears to be a long like wooden slab, I guess you could say.
Beam, slab,
Yeah, a
tree,
beam.
whatever.
I can try to pick up that slab if we're looking at it.
As you go to do it, you kind of pick it up relatively easy because it's been broken into like 3 different places.
Uh,
Uh, I mean, fuck it, right? I mean, if you want to keep them off our tails,
I mean, I have a spell that I could use, but it's relatively high level.
don't
Don't know.
don't uh, don't
Mm.
worry about it. I can deal with this. Um, I would just fabricate like like not just from not a wood, but like a stone beam all across it.
Okay.
I'm just like, well, that would work, I guess.
You said stone, right?
Yeah, stone.
Okay. So kind of like touching the side of the temple material, and it's kind of like you put your hand there at the beginning of the hook, and it's like you're trying to mold it there, and as you kind of like walk across, it's like magically kind of appearing, and you're done, and there you go. You have a stone-like beam across this holding section that is keeping the door locked.
Well, that should give us a bunch of time more than wood would do. So let's go
Yeah,
find this portal.
let's go.
Okay.
Should we be careful? It's
I
check
mean,
for
probably. I mean,
Um,
it looks
traps.
like a it looks like a mess in here.
Do I hear anything further into the thing other than what I hear outside?
it is besides you guys are the only ones making the loud noise. It seems relatively quiet as you try to listen. You don't hear like something's coming or whatever, but it's like the footsteps of all of you guys. It's just not necessarily being loud, but it's like that's the majority of the noise that's even in this area. Um, as you guys kind of start to go away from the door, uh, it is relatively dark, but about 100 feet, if so, it seems like there is like some sort of light, like torches. Um, and as you guys kind of go to start walking, you can see them as they're being hung on the side of the walls. Um, and you kind of get being able to actually see the colors uh, that the temple is more of a uh, parts of it is like of a light and then a dark kind of gold color. You can see like parts of the walls is more of a like uh, a dark-ish, maybe light-ish of like sand kind of coloring for the walls. You definitely get this feel of like some sort of desert temple type deal. Anyways, as you guys
I take out my magnifying lens.
what do
See,
you
Holmes.
what are you looking for?
No, it's just it was a Zelda reference for
Oh.
the Desert Temple in linked. What is it called? Ocarina of Time. God damn it! I had to explain that one way too much.
um
I was thinking the other one, and I was like, "What do you see, Holmes? Do you see anything?"
Yeah, I see my ass.
Wow.
um as you guys are walking, there is no, it's like just a giant walkway or hallway, and uh for about somewhere between, we'll just say somewhere like 15 to 20 minutes of you guys just walking, um you do come across uh what appears to be a decent sized stairway, one
Is
leading.
there anything invisible along the way?
No, you've
Good.
seen stuff like claw marks on the wall. The floor kind of looks like uh uh like things, people or creatures have been through here. Um and so parts of the floor just themselves seem dirty. You can see Uh, kind of looks like something was trying to tear this place up, or just a stampede of some sorts. But other than that, there's not really been like an interaction of anything else than just the solid surface. No wordings, no uh different like doorways to anything. Right now, the this stairway that you guys come across has like been the only really thing that pops out, and it's in the middle of the floor.
Does it feel like there's been a fight that's gone down here? Maybe.
You can make
Yeah.
a investigation or survival. Uh,
No survival.
but there is two stairways.
12. I don't know why I was at the advantage. I'm sorry.
So there's one in the middle of the floor, and where's the other one?
Well, first off, no, this does not look like a fight. It just imagine like a stampede that wasn't trying to limit itself to like the inner portion of the hallway. So since you guys know that demons roam these lands, if it was like a demon running through, it's like they were clawing their way as they were running out.
Probably the initial rush of demons as they came hurtling out of wherever the fuck they came from, right? And they just
That could have
didn't
been
give a shit.
maybe they were sounding an alarm too, though, when you
I mean,
guys
it's
showed
probably,
up.
it's probably all the shit that's already outside and went all across the lands that were here at some point. They came from here,
Um,
my guess.
the stairway
Hmm.
that's in the middle of this, hallway that you guys have came upon, it's two different stairways, but it's just a big set. One half of the set looks like it goes down, and the other half goes up. As you all kind of come across and kind of stop to think and look at this.
I mean, anyone has any bright ideas how to detect a portal into another realm? I mean, question is like, considering it's a Shadowfell, would they keep it in the basement, or would
I
they do
brought
the obvious thing and
I
put it up
brought
top?
locate object if anyone knows what a portal might look like, and I could try to
I
focus
mean, I
on
know what a
something
portal
that
looked like, but I don't think it counts as an object.
or something that
Is-
might be near a portal.
And Cell speaks up. Unfortunately, I haven't even seen what a Shadowfell portal would be.
None of us have. I mean, I know
Should
what a
we check
Fort to
the
the
bottom?
Feywild looks.
I
Should we check
mean, we
the
can
basement first then?
we can just split up if you want, and if one of
Nope.
us comes across it, we can.
No, I'd rather waste double the amount of time and then separate ourselves because who knows what happens.
Lily would have opened it, right? Would she have left anything near it, like notes or anything? Could I maybe try focusing on
Mm-mm.
paper?
I doubt that.
Do you think? No.
No, I doubt that. I don't think she. I don't think at this point. I don't think she's careless enough to just leave things lying around anymore. Like she knows I've already fucked her over in several ways, so she probably wouldn't want to make it that easy.
Could we examine the stairs and see if the traffic from the stairs, like any dust, if there's fresher footprints from going down from the upstairs or going up from the downstairs?
You're using your same uh survival that you've already made. Uh, both.
I mean, I would say that they probably would put like a demon summoning circle in the bottom, and would put the
Yeah.
important thing at the top, right?
Well, and
Because
also
the
Lily is.
demons don't come from the Shadowfell. Demons come from the
So
Abyss. I
should we
think
check the
Abyss.
basement first?
No, fuck the basement. I want to go up.
Okay, go
It's
up
easy.
first.
It's easiest to go down later.
In my
Might as well get.
experience, dungeons don't normally contain entrances and exits, and a portal seems kind of like an entrance or exit.
I mean, this is a temple like made for something important. I mean, important things you keep at the top, right? Why otherwise build up?
Maybe. And if it's nothing there, we can always check the basement.
But if it's
I mean,
something that needs protected, it'd probably be lower.
who knows? I mean, we
Well,
could
More
go up.
fortification.
maybe should one of us go off ahead and sneak and see if we
Nope.
see anything?
Nope. not shouldn't take that many risks. We're stronger together than separated. If one person gets cut out, I mean, can't really go in. I mean, we can have someone
Okay.
slightly ahead of us, but still within range of actual help.
I mean,
Sure, I can
true,
do that.
but we can easily split up and not go into some sort of combat. If we feel like something was amiss, we can, one of us would hang
Contact.
back, contact the other one, and wait for the other group to come. If
That would mean the other.
if that threat feels like it's moving towards, then that group would just keep backing up and backing up.
Okay. I don't.
I'm,
I don't hate that idea. That's not a bad idea.
I mean, this
Me and
way, if it was either on the bottom or the top,
me and Tay could probably try sneaking ahead for a bit and get back here relatively quickly if we need to.
Why
well,
don't we do that then? We could try that.
Fine.
Could
I
somebody
show
make
how.
Tay invisible? I can make myself invisible without any extra effort.
Exulia
It
kind of
wouldn't
like
cost a
steps up and
spell
she's,
slot.
I don't need invisibility, and I'm typically good with the sneaking.
I just
Yeah,
thought,
she's good at sneaking.
yeah, I can add a little extra to everyone's sneak actually if we wanted to go that route.
So what
I
are we
think what?
doing? Are we?
We're
Well,
gonna scout
apparently
ahead and.
people want to look, so we can do it that way then.
If we
Okay.
see anything, we'll come back. If we
Okay.
see that the portal's there, we'll come back.
Well, also, if we don't see anything, we'll come back.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll
Well,
kind of come back either way, I guess.
Warcon speaks up and just, if we come across some, we'll message you guys, and if you come across, just message us. And
If the two of you can sneak fine without being invisible, I can just make myself invisible and do the other thing. Because I can do the thing and then I turn invisible sort of innately so it doesn't use up a concentration. But I can only do
Yeah.
that once a day.
Well, if you want to use it,
I
you
think
want to
that's
use
how
it?
the shadow touch thing works, Joseph. Because I'm not actually casting the spell, I'm using an innate
I mean,
thing.
yeah, because
Oh,
you can only still use it once a day, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so
it's
it's like
innate, so I think it would mix with the concentration from
come on, girl.
Pass Without a Trace, right?
the idea of that. It's
'Cause I'm
kind
not technically casting the spell.
it's kind of like for a split second, for like a few seconds, you turn invisible.
Well, it's not the bonus action invisibility. It's the shadow touched invisibility.
Let me look. Let me look
Come here.
to be sure. Da, 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 da.
Because I got 2 spells from that.
Come here. Come on, Bella. Oh my gosh, Bella.
Being slow. Let's see.
Because I get 1 innate casting, and then I also get they're just added to my spell list to use.
Come here, baby girl.
Okay, so yeah,
Oh,
you can use invisibility once without actually wasting a spell slot.
But
ow.
what I'm asking is, would that be concentration?
It's
Or
going to
since it's
be
innate,
no, it's still going to be the same of you
okay.
having to concentrate on it. It's just it's free. That's
So
the
it
only
might be better
difference.
if I do Pass Without a Trace and turn into a spider or something and just sit on one of your shoulders.
Sure.
But
uh,
I mean,
that'll burn one of my
wild
abilities I
shape.
have less of. Yeah.
Exuria says, "Well, I'm sure that they are pretty much good as themselves, so the Guardians can go one way. I'll join you and your team, so I can just go ahead, and you don't have to worry about wasting something.
I'll
But
go with just.
Because I
so
mean, the
I'm
idea is
confused. Are we just sending a scouting party or are we all going?
I thought we
Thought it was
were
yeah.
separating the
I
I think
thought
it
guardian.
was
some
two
were
separate.
staying here at the split while some went upstairs to investigate. That was my understanding.
No, the idea was one group will head down and the other group will go up.
Okay.
And then it's
I
like kind
guess
of
I
like
missed.
whatever they come across, if it feels threatening, they can inform the other group and just keep backing up until the reinforcements come. Or if you guys get to the portal, it's like, hey, the portal's either up top or down below, and then the other group has to just make that travel.
Does communication work in here if we try being on other sides of a wall? Like, does someone want to try, like, running down the steps real quick and see if someone else can still
Well,
pass the message
Arista
to them?
can. Arista.
Like Zirya just like, I'll just go upstairs for a second, and she just like walks like a mildly jog, kind of going up the steps, and
Everybody run downstairs now. No, I'm kidding.
she's relatively like 20 feet away. If you
Does
wanted to,
message work?
is that what you cast?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if maybe the walls had, like, lead in them or something, or some way of
Doesn't
blocking
matter.
She comes back and
magic.
she's like, nope, sounds good to me.
Okay. I'm just trying to play it safe. I'm sorry.
I mean,
No,
No, you're
if I
good.
want, I can cast a more powerful version. It will go across planes, so it should be fine, right?
Yeah. Can Cell do message?
Probably.
yeah, I can do that.
Alright.
So I guess just message Arista if you see something, Cell, and then Arista can message Cell if she sees something.
Checks
Good
out.
enough. All
Go
right then.
team.
So, which direction do you guys want to go?
Up,
We're going upstairs.
All right.
Going
up
up.
we go.
So,
Up, up.
as you guys pretty much just nod at each other and start to head in your different directions, you guys start heading
Sneaky.
upwards.
Sneaky.
um, lucky for you guys, that you have dark vision, so there is dark spots. Um, it's like as you guys start to go up to the next level, uh,
I don't have dark vision. Can someone hold my hand?
there is.
Alec.
Alec is like, nope, I already did it once. Exuria, who did go, she's somewhere between like 50 feet ahead. Um,
I'll be about 25 feet ahead.
okay.
That way I can catch.
My servant is holding your hand.
Oh, thank you.
um,
Does he have a
uh,
name?
No.
Oh,
as you guys kind
I know.
of start your walk, not even too far into it, Tay, you kind of come across Exuria, who's kind of like stopped. She, as you like approach her, she's like kind of quiet, and she points out ahead. There seems to be two doorways, and there's not really any light coming from them. So she was waiting for the rest of the group to come up. Uh, and as you guys come up, uh, and you guys start to like kind of peer into them, um, go ahead and make a perception check. Perception.
Natural one.
11.
Getting them bad rollies out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I see fuck all.
Is everybody rolling?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alec can see
Yeah.
everything, even the mold.
Alec.
I mean, I also see the mold. But I
9.
want
Oh my
Natural
god.
one.
two net ones.
I
Another
can't
So,
see. I'm at disadvantage technically.
yeah,
I
you
can't
are.
even see.
Well,
See if you can get double net. See if you get double net ones.
uh,
No.
Oh.
at least it's still a 9.
Yeah.
Um, as you guys are kind of like peering in and not really having any luck,
Seems cool to me.
um, Alec kind of like peering in, he's like, I'm not really seeing anything, just besides rock. And kind of just comes back out and Uh, you guys continue forward.
Check for traps. Maybe there's like a spring trap on the floor, like a pressure plate.
No,
Um,
I look at Zuya. I mean, there's one person who's.
she's like, as you guys were kind of like looking in,
Could conjure a bunch of animals that we could just have spread out across the floor to look for traps.
Or
as
we have an expert rogue who can look at things.
as
I
she's
can't see anything right now.
as she's like
Just keep holding his
already
hand.
like looking down as you guys were kind of like looking into the rooms, and she's already like down trying to look across, just like, no, I don't see anything at all. Everything seems fine besides the occasional claw marks and scratches.
Hmm. Where did the claw marks lead? Do they lead out of one door? Is there like any sign of claw marks coming from a different door, or is it just?
She kind of like points, and they're just all over the place. There's no like singular mark. It just looks like a giant mess.
Should we go to check one of the doors then?
Anything we just did.
I mean, you guys looked inside to see if there was like anything of importance, and Alec kind of reported that there was just nothing but rocks.
Could turn the ceiling here into mud if we want to try to go further up,
No, we can
but
just
I
keep
don't
walking.
know.
All right.
We can just keep walking.
So as you guys continue walking, um, you guys kind of do this same sort of style. Will, um, if Exuia kind of comes across the doorway, she tends to wait, but like after like the fifth and seventh and even eighth like doorways that you guys looked, and you guys even had went up to the next floor, um, it's like you're still just not really seeing anything. So at this point, she's kind of starting to just take that, assuming she'll check it by herself without having to wait for everybody. Um, and you guys have gone up about 4 floors. Um, let me do something. Okay, about 4 floors, and Exuria kind of is like leaned up against one of the walls as you guys are starting to approach, and as you guys approach closer and closer to her, she kind of whispers and it's like, "It's hard to see, but there's something in there."
Try and.
Could I light it up?
No.
No, no.
Let's have.
I could like.
Uh, I just go like, Alec, look. Can you take a check?
Yeah, I got you. Kind of just walks over and like trying his best to kind of peek it. Um, uh, he kind of like as he's looking, he's just like standing there for a second. It doesn't seem like it's moving. Looks like it's just
Wait, what is it?
standing there.
Can I
I
check
mean,
too? I'll check.
No better.
I just,
Okay.
I just look at everyone as well. I mean, didn't summon this little one for nothing. Owl shows up. I mean, I haven't done this in a long time, but I just go into the owl and I just let the owl fly over to the thing.
Okay. Um, I don't know if you said this. What color is your owl this time?
Completely black.
Nice. Um,
Bring you
as
off the aloe.
as the owl kind of
With like a
flies.
little tuft of blonde on top.
Completely.
As
What color?
Black.
with
With a little tuft of blonde.
um as the owl kind of flies in, and it's not. It seems like the more stories you go up, the rooms are getting smaller and smaller. Um, this one seems not that big as well, and it seems like there's about 3 to 4 what appears to be stationary objects. And as your owl kind of flies through, um, they appear to be statues. And you see, even amongst the floor is like just a lot of rocks as well.
Is this
And
a trophy room?
and your owl kind of comes back and plops on your shoulder.
And this looks like
Statues too.
statues.
They're petrified like she was, and I point to Arena because that's the only person that Podan's ever seen petrified.
She's not with us.
He's pointing down at the ground.
Oh,
Down there, I guess. I forgot she wasn't with us. They're
it's okay.
I
petrified
mean,
like the lazy lady I reincarnated.
I
The
could see
lady.
if the statues are a trap, I guess, and I just let the owl fly up to a statue and sit in its hand. Or on the statue and see if anything happens.
You should try having your owl make a little bit of noise in there, see if something comes
Okay.
out.
Go
Push
ahead
back
and
upstairs.
make a perception check with your owl. With advantage,
Oh.
since you're like getting like up close and personal with it.
I need to change this name now to
Da-da-da.
Ba-da-da.
let's see, where is your there.
Ooh.
Big
Nice.
20.
Okay. So as your owl kind of goes in and kind of makes a little noise as it even plops on like one of the shoulders of the statues, you can see this statue looks like it's in what could appear to be in a battle ready stance, holding a spear pointed outwards, and but it's not moving. It's not reacting to anything, and even if you were to go to the other three, who all appear to be holding spears, kind of like forward, um, they're not moving. Uh,
Seems fine.
Hmm. Should we report that to the others downstairs?
No, that's just a waste of spells.
Does anyone have like greater restoration and 250 or however much?
Do we still have that basilisk goo?
It's just statues. No, let's just move on. Like, if they're stoned, like, if anything,
They could be
they're
like
bad.
legendary heroes of old.
Or they could be legendary evil bastards of old.
Either way,
That's
it'd be
it.
interesting.
Well, let's just keep moving then.
okay.
Yeah, just not provoke them.
What,
So
should we sneak through that part?
No, just don't walk in the middle of the room.
okay,
Don't walk in the middle.
you
Okay, got
guys,
it.
as the owl kind of comes back, and guys continue forward and going up.
If we're walking through the room, can I look at one of the stones on the ground? Does it kind of look like it's a fragment of a larger statue?
Make a
Stones.
investigation
Ooh,
check.
spicy.
Ooh.
Well,
Spicy.
there was another statue that was just destroyed. I just want to glance as we're walking through if that seems to be the case. 13.
That's not bad.
You, like, do you go like just like as the group is starting to walk? Do you kind of like quickly go in, just pick it up and look?
Just at one of the fragments.
Yeah. As the group kind of walk, like starting to walk, and you just look into the room and kind of walk in, pick one of the closest ones. As you kind of lift up, it would appear like it's a part of something because it's kind of like what you picked up was
It's an ear or something.
imagine like a weird curtain, but it's like stone.
Oh, it's like someone's pants or dress.
Yes. If you even kind of stood there for a second, you can look at some of the other soldiers that are the statues, and it looks like it might match the lower portion of their attire.
Oh, I think these guys were like a unit altogether, but now they're dead.
Mm.
Well,
Um,
not dead. Statues.
as you guys go up, because you guys already traveled like 4 floors, you guys go
Floor number
about
5.
um, you guys kind of going up 4 more, uh, which is definitely uh, taking some of the time. And on that note, we're going to take a break.
Hey.
So
Hey!
we'll be right back. So please go ahead and grab your snacks or drinks, whatever that pleases you or that you need,
Gosh.
and we'll be right back.
None of
And
you can be trusted.
welcome back, everybody. So, where we last left off, you guys had so far traveled up at least 8 floors. And after that first initial every other room that you guys kind of come across, you see a couple of statues. Um, you might see in one of them that might have just one person, some that might have about three or four. But the rooms keep getting smaller and smaller. And uh, as you guys are coming across what appears to be, which it wasn't even that long, probably like less than 100 feet for the next staircase.
Do
Kind of
there
like,
appear to be scratch marks on the walls through this area as well?
yes.
Okay, so they probably did come running through.
Um, there's not, being up this high, there's not that many compared to down below.
So they probably were just not running. It's probably in the bottom.
Um, as you guys come across this last staircase, um, the room itself kind of just looks pitch black. Um, but do you guys go up it, or because even Exu who kind of like, judging by the way the staircases keep getting narrower and narrower, this might be the last one.
Well, let's approach it carefully then, I guess.
Quietly too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poe?
Is that my cue?
Yeah. Might as well.
I cast daylight on No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god!
Like all the statues come alive and just hit Tay only.
I cast Pass Without a Trace, centered on myself as it is a self spell.
Okay.
And say, everybody stick within about like 30 feet of me.
Okay.
I can't see, so the unseen servant will still be leading me.
Fucking old man guide dog.
As
If he was Teller, it would make a lot more sense.
as you guys
I mean, I am 103.
as you guys are going up the staircase going into this room, it feels like eerie black, just eerie darkness, and uh it feels kind of strange as the uh somewhat center of this room, um there's like, in a weird way, it's like light shining down. Not sure where the light is coming from, but there is a statue, and you guys kind of coming up and where the statue is, it's like less than 50 feet away from you guys. Um, but it looks like it's also in a fighting like pose as a statue.
Can't you use your glasses to like see details on it
Alec
getting
has the
close?
glasses.
Alec has the glasses.
I turn in the general direction that I think Alec is and say the same exact thing. I was probably already speaking to Alec the first time, and then when I'm told Alec has the glasses, just turn towards Arissa and say it again.
Alec, who has advantage on perceptions. 26. Um, okay. Alec, who's just kind of like using the glasses and tilting them like up and down a little bit, trying to use that as a in a weird focusing way. Um, it I mean, kind of judging from the side of it, looks like a tiefling. He appears to be in just some sort of. Looks like his sword was raised, and it looks like his arm is kind of under it or something, like he's blasting or whatever. I don't know. Maybe he was trying to shield something. I don't know. All it kind of looks.
Anything else in the room? Just a statue?
Does it look like he could have been shielding a person or like something valuable, like a crystal? Or
Mm, I mean, no. And like he kind of like looks around and he's. I mean, there's there's a spot that's like incredibly dark that I can't see it, but other than that, everything looks fine.
I could light
Which
it
spot
up.
is incredibly dark.
Do what?
So where's the spot that's incredibly dark?
As he points, it's like in the direction that the statue is facing, and
Hmm.
like it looks like against the wall or something is like just a dark blob.
That looks spicy.
Could it be the one of? It's not it's not one of the Forsaken, is it?
No, I'm more thinking like maybe that's the thing, the place where we want to go.
What's the
Me.
Forsaken?
That group of
Oh,
tieflings.
that's the yeah. I forgot it's clay.
I mean,
Potion would grow.
does it look like one of the Forsaken? I mean, I remember that like Akuma mentioned something
Has
about a
Alec
brother or
met
something.
them?
I don't think
No,
Alec has met them.
I have met them.
Um,
I have two.
I mean, are we getting closer? I
I
he
remember
think
my
that's
grandpa mentioned something about a dream someone who used to
he
travel with had.
he kind of like explains. It's hard to tell for him because it's like he doesn't see. Alex hasn't really seen that many tieflings besides like Akuma and like at that party. And it's kind of like one of those is like I don't know, like all tieflings kind of feel like they look the same except the horns are different shapes.
Wow, Alec
Like
is
I
But
mean,
next thing,
very,
next thing I know, you'll say all Furbolg look the same.
very close-minded of you, Alec.
it's getting really dusty in here, guys.
Or all elves or all humans. What's wrong with you,
Or
Alec?
it
or
is.
all goblins.
As they're busy arguing
I
about
mean,
this,
I've only seen one goblin, so
I mean, I shoot us like some rocks lying around or something.
all of the goblins I've seen look
um,
like UK.
no,
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 then I just or take one of the jars that I had from before, and I just have to, and I just go like, and I like sort of, I mean, one would find if there's something in there, right? And I want to chuck the thing at the darkness.
just like an empty glass.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I feel like I want to. I feel like I want to be a dick for a sec, but nah. Um,
It's like extremely low tech. I'm a wizard. Throws glass.
it
There.
just like hit. You throw it straight at the floor and like, look, guys, this is not my thing.
Ah,
Um,
fuck.
you kind
Ah,
of you go and chuck it, and like even Alec, who's kind of watched it, like it looks like it kind of like disappears into the darkness, but you all hear the glass breaking.
Hmm.
What if you throw something else and this time I cast daylight on it? It would dispel
I
any
mean,
magic
what if
or
it's a
darkness.
what is if a living thing? I mean, the owl's technically alive.
Are you alive? I yell out across the room.
hmm.
Like we all collectively roll our eyes.
uh, it kind of like echoes in this chamber because if you guys feel like you've reached the top, like all the like roofs are kind of like pyramid shaped, so it's like bouncing off, and you don't get a reply back.
I mean, I still have one of these jars left of basilic gunk.
Do I have a? I think I have a torch.
With a first level spell, I could create like a faint glow over there.
I mean, I can
I have a
also.
torch. I have a torch. We don't need to waste magic.
I have
I
my
light
light
my
cantrip.
hand on fire and hold it out to the torch.
Okay.
He's like, wait.
Touch the torch.
As
Light it on fire.
as you kind of throw the torch, and of course the flame kind of uh kind of shrivel for a second just due to the uh throwing force of the air, but it doesn't go out or anything. And as it kind of gets to that point, like you hear where it kind of like bounces and it looks like it's about to bounce into the darkness thing, and like as it does that, the light goes out, but you still hear it bounce.
Is there anything behind?
Hmm.
Like, doesn't look like anything's. Oh, so,
Maybe one of
It's
us
just
should
like.
stick our head in there, like the
I
owl.
mean, what I think it is that what we hear, because it's a permanently open portal, we can hear what's inside.
You think this is
But
the portal? I could try
maybe,
sending
If
like
it,
a goose or something in and see if it comes back
maybe,
out.
I mean, I guess in the owl in.
That would probably be better because you have a better connection with the owl than what I would have with a random goose.
I look at the owl, I'm like, well, buddy, time to go into the darkness.
Okay. Uh,
I just look through his eyes and I
If
just
you see the
flag straight
light,
in.
don't go into the light. You need to go into the darkness.
okay. So as the owl is starting
that is
to
awful.
get closer and closer to this dark abyss, um, as it like pretty much goes into it, it just slams into something, but it's you can't see.
Hmm.
You guys kind of even hear the sound of something like hitting the thud sound.
Can you call it back? Or
Um,
is it
Yeah,
dead?
I'm still controlling it. Like I don't hear what you're saying because I hear what the owl hears. Well, that's the owl hears it from where it is.
make a just make a perception check.
Is it well if it's hearing or I'm gonna use both hearing or sight, so it's like
This is a I would tell you it's a hearing.
yeah, it's fine. It has still advantage on that. 19.
Um,
Oh, you needed that. Oh my gosh.
as like the owl kind of hit whatever this is, and it's like it can't see, so it's trying to focus as much as it can on the hearing to figure out what did it just hit. Um, as you're kind of like flapping there for a second, you can. It's like the flap of your wings are like what's causing the most of the noise. Um, but it's like as you're trying to listen in between the flaps, it almost sounds like something's breathing.
I think owls actually have silent flight in real life.
Yeah,
The
owls do fly
It's a
silently.
funny thing, like so because it's really ironic. Like rabbits and stuff, which is like their main prey, have developed perfect hearing, and what did owls do in response? Develop soundless flight, so they couldn't hear them coming anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, so
So I think
it hears something breathing.
Yes, and it's like a very low, very faint, but something breathing.
I think originally because I can still say things out loud, I won't hear it. What you say back, I hear like she just says out loud. I hear something breathing in there. Then
can
I'll
you
just.
hear me? I yell.
No.
I mean, you already yelled one
Does
before.
Marissa hear it?
Did the owl hear it or not?
Yeah, the owl heard it.
More than Alice.
Or it says I heard it. That's the owl, but doesn't seem like the sound inside changes.
Okay, so things still travel through. I mean, if no one else wants to like volunteer to actually living walk through that thing, I do. Seems like
I'm
it'd
just
be an
gonna
interesting experience.
I'm just gonna let the owl fly back out again if it can.
Yeah, it's like as it kind of comes back out of this like abyss, it's like its eyesight's been restored in a way.
I mean, apparently there's something in there. I don't know what it is.
Feels like it'd be an interesting experience to go in.
I mean, the question is more like, do we think that that statue was a person?
Oh, I'm sure it is.
It probably
I mean, do
All
we?
these people. I hold up that piece of stone I'm still carrying. All of the rocks here I think were people.
I mean, do we? Like since this one is at the top? Do you want to? Should we try freeing it and maybe restrain it the moment it tries to do something?
I could turn it into mud.
Wouldn't that kill it?
Yeah.
No, that's not what I asked. What I
I don't
asked
know.
is, I mean, I can. I still
My
have
hands
one
are
thing.
still on fire.
I still have. Yeah, great. Why?
Here.
So I can see.
Oh, okay, fine. Anyway, do we want to try it? See if this was anything. I mean, it's a person at the top, right?
We might as well try it.
As you guys are talking, you all hear this um echoing, just but low kinda ish sound. Because as you guys are just talking away, and it's just get out.
Okay, I turn and start walking towards the stairs.
Stop being a bitch. I just like look at directly at the black portal. Well, not without some answers. Answer our questions nicely, and we'll leave. Fair deal.
Is it the light? Do you want me to extinguish my hands? I can do that.
Just no response.
Maybe he wants more light. I can also do that.
I got another torch.
Don't say
Well,
anything if you want more light. I think he wants
let's
more light.
let's.
I don't.
So like judging from this, it's like we've seen the actual. Has anyone? No, we have never seen the actual Shadowfell. Never mind. Is this statue like how big is it? Was it like normal person size?
Uh, he's the statue is like, you know, somewhere in the 6 foot-ish range, but appears to be of a normal height of a, mortal.
I mean, I just look at Poe and it's like, Mom, we could take the statue and leave if that's what the thing wants there, right?
Carry it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hope I don't drop it. If anything, we could always just like take like the hand off of it and do the thing once we get back to civilization.
No, I mean, if you drop it, we can just fix it. But it's like the whole problem with her statue was that we didn't have the entire thing.
Yeah. I could still do the other thing.
Just take the statue
Yeah.
and let's just leave so this thing doesn't get upsetty.
I was just saying we could like break off a little bit of the pinky.
Let's just
No,
take
just take the entire thing,
Yeah.
fuck's sake!
I was just saying if worst comes to worst, we would still have the bit of
Yeah,
the
whatever,
pinky.
whatever. Let's take the thing,
Yes!
come. Let's
Okay.
leave.
Yes.
I pick up the statue and start walking.
Okay, so as you like take just 3 steps even towards the statue, you just hear, take another step, and that will be your last. That is my prey.
After some thought, Podan takes one more step forward.
Oh Jesus. Podan. Underrated. The
I was
most
trying to
underrated
call his
smartass.
bluff.
I was like
Did
watching
anything
him, like,
happen? Did anything happen when I took another step?
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm just I'm trying to make
it's
sure.
like, of course, it's like fucking Poe that who's like, without even arguing back, it's just like, I'm gonna take another step.
He said to take another step if I wanted it to be my last.
I think it's just Clay in general when it comes to
Yeah, I think
some
it's just
stuff like
Clay
that.
being extremely chaotic.
Well, Podan is my expression of chaos.
Let me look at
Where I can
this.
be chaotic, I'd like to with Podan.
I think with Zoe, he heard that, he would just be like, okay, we should probably go.
Yeah, Zoe would be like, well, I'm going to dimension door all the way back out to the stairwell. If you want to come back down, that'd be great. See you.
Counterspell.
Okay.
Dang it, I lost one of my spells. I'll have to take a short rest. I'll be in the lamp if you need me.
He just sits in the lamp. He's just like drinking tea and everything's like,
Okay,
only
so
58
as
more minutes.
hold
Okay,
on,
here we go.
I gotta make sure
Here
this
we
is
go.
the right. Okay.
Podan just dies on the spot.
Yeah,
this-
get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Heart attack.
Time for character
Let me
number
roll
4,
a heart
boys.
attack check.
Character number 4, boys.
uh
I forgot about those.
so as you're just like, you ponder for a second and you take another step, Tay, your senses just flare up and you're like it's almost like you it's like if you were like a base, you're already set on alert, and just out of nowhere all of the sirens start going off like something is coming right now. And
Can I try and grab Podan and pull him back?
yeah, you can make a dexterity check if you want to try. to quickly go to grab him, and it's like this is at the same reaction.
It has already been proven that Tay can easily pick me up and throw me on my back on the ground.
Yeah, it's just me trying to beat the thing that's going for you too.
Probably can. Ish.
Okay.
You got a 14?
Okay. First off, as you kind of quickly go and start to like try to reach him, Arissa, pretty much everybody who can see in the dark.
Not
Uh,
me.
Oh my god!
I
Well,
still have flaming hands, but
it's okay because after thinking about this for a second, you don't have to actually see in the dark. As like 4 uh decent sized balls of fire just erupting coming towards your direction. So
fireball.
Great balls of fire.
no. What's your
No,
AC?
Oh, the other
What's your
thing.
what's your AC again?
Let me double check. I think 17, but I'll double check.
Okay, you need to
17.
17. Okay. Uh oh. I have to roll low if I don't want to hit. Okay. That's a miss. That's one hit.
Codan's dead.
That's a miss. That's it. Okay. Um. Let's see.
I've been punched by lords of the Feywild, beaten up by goblins that I spoke back to, counterspelled by wizards. Like, listen, I have not learned my lesson yet, and it ain't coming anytime soon.
I mean, you didn't even know that there was a
Okay.
counterspell, so you can assume.
All right.
There
So
was one person in the party who has counterspell.
But are
He
you
tried
smart
to
enough to
convince
figure it
us
out?
it was Lily, but
so Tay, as you quickly go to try to grab him and try to like pull him back, uh, it seems like 2 of these kind of like greenish energy like flaming balls like slam into the ground, and 2 look like they were aimed just a little bit higher, almost like in more of a prediction of what you were reacting to already. It's like his reaction was also based off of your reaction. And you go to grab him, and as you try to pull him, one comes to you and one comes to him. Poe, you go ahead and take 10 damage, force damage. Tay, you don't take anything because you're resistant to force damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And immune to magic missiles.
Well, it's not magic missiles.
Yeah, and immune to magic
Yes.
missiles.
As you kind of like go to pull him back, and like you see one that's like about to hit you as well, um, and like it's weird. It's something that you just can't see, but it's like a split of a second. Your I can't remember what it a brooch, yeah, kind of like dissipates in like a mist, and it's like it just kind of comes off of you, takes the hit, blocking the force, and then kind of like reforms back on you. And it's like it was so quick that you could not see that. You just know that you got hit, but you didn't take any of the damage as both of you kind of go rolling back.
Okay, maybe not walk into the
you
cave
guys
when
could
somebody's
get it
touching.
on the next try.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just, or it's just like, sort of like steps towards the portal bit. It's like, all right, you've made your point. If you just tell us what's going on, I can give you a living target if you want it so badly. Let's just talk this out. It's like I'm tired of
Is it okay if I burn a 5th level spell? I think I could go
no,
get that thing.
No.
no, just stay. Let me talk to this thing.
I still think
Let's talk it out instead of having a pointless fight for no reason. If you want to kill this thing, I honestly don't give a shit. But I just want to discuss why is it here? Why are you here? It's like we'll just leave you in peace. Just talk it out so we don't have to fight unnecessarily.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
I
But
brought
don't
the
dick.
anti-life shell. I think I could get the thing if we need to.
No.
Don't. Why the fuck? No, I don't want to go. I don't want to roll this an owl. That's fucking shit. Owl is like no persuasion whatsoever.
You forgot you're still in your owl form.
22.
Okay. As you're just
Beautiful.
in a sense making your plea, the response that you get back is just, our battle has been eternal. It's been paused, and I still wait.
We could unpause it.
I mean, okay, so like I assume that the shadow is the person in some way. Okay.
I don't think we
Did it
no.
like I sort of like in front of me project the image of Lily? Did she pause this?
No.
I project the image of Akuma. What about this one?
No.
Shoot.
Was
So we
that
know
one
about.
here?
Yeah, was either one of them here?
No.
Who the fuck are you even? Like, sorry that I asked, but I mean, like, what's the deal here? Like, we've heard this is a temple to the Shadowfell, but this seems like something different.
This is no temple to the Shadowfell. This is the ultimate spell cage belonging to the Titan of Tyr.
Are you the Titan?
Or is or is it the one that you're fighting,
No.
the Titan?
We are champions, destined for our duel to the death.
I mean, do you want to fight this bastard then? Is he like stone? Like, I can, if he's just used to be a person, I can make him a person again. You can go fight him to the death.
Don't have the magic
Oh.
capabilities to unfreeze him.
I mean, he wasn't magic, but sure. Okay, well, sorry for wasting your time and our time, and have fun staring at the thing forever.
Still think I could have made it to the statue.
No, it's fine.
It
Come
just
on.
takes a 5th level spell. I could do
No,
it.
we are. I'm dragging you out.
All right, so you want me to try as I'm getting dragged out?
No, don't try it. Well, good day, sir, and have a good eternal life. Maybe we'll see you again.
I'm just gonna give Exulia that look and be like, I'm not this bad, am I?
It's just like, the fuck was all of that?
I mean, I don't
Tuesday.
know why he went for it, but as we're walking sort of away, like that shit was so fucking weird. Also, this is a spell cage of the Tyr. What is Tyr, like the old war titan or whatever it is?
Maybe ask the
Also, I
library. He
just
might know
thought
who
about
Tyr is.
No, he said this was like a spell cage by the Titan of Tyr.
Oh, okay. So Tyr is the actual god, and then Titan did
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Yeah. This is
How do
Titan.
you spell tier? Could you spell that out for me?
Ty.
I think it's TYR.
Yeah, Tyr. I
yeah.
think it's Tyr. That's the
Oh, like
Pull
like
up.
that's the
the Norse.
Norse.
Like
Yeah.
That's the Norse spelling
Yeah,
of it.
it's TYR. Pull up my god sheet.
Pull out your god sheet.
I have all the gods.
Fun
I mean,
fact,
well,
Tyr is. Wait.
so that makes
Wait.
sense why they would keep this at the top then, and they would probably put this shit. Then probably they have the portal in the
Isn't the-
basement, I guess.
Isn't Tyr the god of? Wait, I would know that.
I would
Would I know that?
say Arissa
The god of.
knows that Tyr was like
The original
what
one.
the what?
That was like that was he originally called, right?
Yes, like Tyr is like one of the original gods, and it's the one that the Star Kingdom celebrated. Like that was the main god that celebrated.
Hmm.
No, I was gonna say it wouldn't be that'd be kind of metagaming if I had here God of War since that's Norse mythology.
No.
Okay.
I
Uh
mean, we could mess with the thing if you want to, but I think we're not here to mess with that right now. And I'm wondering what's happening down there, because obviously the
We should
port
go.
isn't here.
you guys just know this whole thing started because Bane, who was the god of war, was taken out by his Titan. Who Bane was the brother of Tyr.
Ah, God, they're all related.
This is something that you guys were told a long time ago.
Yeah.
So apparently
I
makes sense that the spell cage thing would be like important things at the top, and then if there's a port to the ship, it would probably be in the bottom. Then I guess it's in the not important place. I guess you were right. That's pretty cool. This though.
So do
I'm
you
kind of
guys
tempted.
like? Are you guys just
no.
backing out and walking away?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I can't tell what's happening up here in like a message. So I'm just gonna send a message to Sal. Well, no portal up here, so we're coming down.
Should we just run?
Some other stuff, but I can't really explain it over 25 words.
No. All right, that's good. We like accidentally ran into a uh, a demon that is no longer with us, but other than that, the rest of the way should be clear for you guys. Um, we're just now reaching the bottom.
I
Well,
just go like, let's just rush down. We don't need to be stealthy anymore. Like there's nothing here. Like
okay.
Okay. So as you guys kind of
Okay.
like start to back out and even just walk away, it's like this entity is not pursuing you guys or doing anything. It's almost like after the conversation has kind of ended and it's kind of like standing there for a second. It's like it got back to that eerie silence that it was, and that light is still shining uh, upon the statue. Um, but you guys start backing out from the darkness and kind of getting back into the semi-lit hallways of the torches, and pretty much pick up your pace heading all the way downstairs.
I stopped
Uh,
So
tracking. I stopped
after
tracking
thinking,
Podan after a while.
yeah, after thinking about it, I realized the spell that I was thinking of wouldn't actually block attacks. It just blocks creatures from entering my vicinity. I thought it blocked like attacks, but not creatures. But I had it backwards,
good
So
job.
good
so I
thing you
couldn't have
didn't
actually
actually
gotten
do
that.
that.
you go in there and
But I
cast
still
it.
would have tried it.
You cast it and you're like, ha, you can't touch me, and then just like unloads of shit happen to you, and you're like, oh, why?
And I'm
I
dead
picked
on
the
the
wrong
ground.
spell.
Dead on the ground, like twitching.
I think I was trying to go for a different shell. I the one I have prepared is anti-life shell, but I think I
Oh,
was thinking of a
you
different
mean the
one.
wizard thing, the invulnerability sphere,
Oh
whatever the fuck it's
yeah,
called.
that one.
Yeah,
That was the
sphere of
one I was
invulnerability.
thinking of. No,
Am
I
I a
wasn't
wizard?
thinking of Odaluk's resilient sphere. I
Podan
was
is
thinking
secretly a wizard. He's been a wizard this whole time. He's just been lying to
Well,
us.
as you guys start heading
Making away.
downstairs, which
Making our way.
you guys make me sad. Um,
I
you
mean,
guys,
I'm also sad, but it's like I want to do something, but it's like from part of me is like kind of like I want to
we could
see
have
him.
done it. We could
He
have
was
done it.
sitting there in his eternal suffering. I was like, it's kind of
the, and I
get
know
fucked.
it's kind of like you could have asked other questions,
A
too,
big
but no,
part
it's
of me
okay.
wanted to turn
It's
the floor
okay.
beneath. A
I mean,
big
he didn't
part
want
of
to
me.
answer my questions. It was just like answering my was
He
answering my questions and like wah wah.
he did answer your questions. You
A
just
big
stopped.
part
Yeah.
of me wanted to turn the floor beneath the statue into mud and just watch the statue sink to the floor below.
Anyways, um,
I mean, I can send him a message at any point now because I sort of know what it is.
you
I can
guys,
chat with him later.
not really. Uh,
I will anyway. I will try.
you guys, after what feels like a while of re-seeing the same things, but the room's getting bigger and bigger, heading downstairs. Doing this for me. Okay. You guys kind of getting to like even just one section where like if you guys were to start glancing in the rooms, there are some rooms that looks like is holding just for my eyes. Okay, yeah. There's like some rooms that are holding almost what seems bigger groups of stone like soldiers. And it's almost like some rooms you come across um is like holy crap, is this like a battalion in this one room? But they're all frozen in place. And it looks like they were either like in the midst of fighting or getting a battle ready position of something coming. But you guys
Ah, I see what happened here. The entire place got frozen in time and stone.
make it to the bottom, and uh, there is just nothing but uh, like rubble everywhere. Um, and as you guys are starting to approach the guardians, who seem to be kind of like staring at this one statue, um, and they have the area kind of lit up in like globules of light. Uh,
Wow, they did it way different than we did. We were trying to stay in the dark.
well, they don't have dark vision, so
I should have gone with this group.
uh,
Probably better, yeah.
um, this statue is like, hmm, I don't know, let's just say somewhere between 30 to 40 feet tall. And the way it is, it looks like it is holding what appears to be just a ginormous axe. That looks like a little bit mixture of an axe or a glaive, but it looks like it's holding it down on the ground with both of its hands, and it's kind of like kneeled down a little bit, head down. Uh, but it is a giant statue, and relatively like less than 5 feet away from the stone surface on the bottom base of the statue is kind of like a what appears to be a dark crimson like symbol around it, and it looks like a couple of words have been carved into it, like the symbol part of it. But that is the only statue in this basement level. Everything else is just like a pile of rubble. Uh, there is across the way in this other side of the room, that uh, like about two, if not just one of the other members, kind of like from a distance, is just kind of looking at it and it's like trying to piece something in their minds. Um, it's like you see piles of rocks, but there is some that is like a ginormous pile of rocks. Like part of it looks like imagine like a sea, but like it's just big and kind of like leaning on its back a little bit or something. Like that was containing something probably big.
As we come down, I just go like, guys, up there, some crazy shit. Also, this is not some temple to the Shadowfell. Apparently, this is a spell cage made by the Titan of Tyr. Fuck shit up. And there's like this entity up there with a frozen tiefling, and apparently they're locked in some eternal battle, which I assume the tiefling is part of all of this frozen stuff.
As
I did convince it to talk to me, this weird shadow entity, but it said it wasn't a Shadowfell thing, and it had never seen Lily or Akuma, so.
It hits weaker than Tay.
I mean, I didn't hit you with everything.
I had to pull you back so you didn't get hit by everything too.
Also not very good at hitting.
He's overestimating himself. Anyway.
Or I'm
Yeah.
underestimating the enemy, or both.
Yeah.
Rorcon speaks up. Well, I mean that would kind of explain, um, like the statues. The armor on them do not appear of anything we know about. I've never
It
seen their
seems like an ancient.
so
I like
this
their like skirt thing, and I hold up the rock that's a fragment of one of their tunics or whatever.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
He's
mean,
like picking up the rock.
it would, I guess, make sense that this was probably some sort of battlefield or something.
Like some base of some sort that got turned into a prison.
Shrine or a prison.
Well, nothing speaks about a shrine to me here.
No, I think this looks to me like some grandiose palace that got turned into a prison by something extremely powerful.
Um, you can see kind of like the sounds of footprints as Sandy kind of comes like running up, and she's, well, I ran across all of this. Didn't see anything that stood out as some sort of portal thing.
So what's this statue? What is it? I mean, it looks ominous for sure.
Um, to be fair, we don't know. And we didn't really decide to go any closer and look. We thought it was best that it,
Are there like runes carved on it on the bottom there? What?
Cell kind of like walks a little bit closer and he's like, yeah, hold on, I want to check something. Okay.
Can you read on stuff,
Um,
or should we get a?
I mean, I could.
I mean, none of this seems familiar. It, the war. It's like it seems maybe demonic or abyssal, but like they just don't stand out to me at all. I mean, you can give it a
Don't worry
shot if
about it.
you.
I will use my third eye divination feature to switch my ethereal side, my invisibility side to greater comprehension. You can read any language.
Okay.
Any language.
Specifically, any language.
Okay. So, anything else about that?
Nope.
Okay. Um. Make a intelligence check. You can do it with advantage and add +5 to it.
Do
Roll
the
nat
actual.
one.
I mean,
Do
I'll
nat
just roll my
one.
intelligence there.
Yeah, intelligence with advantage +5.
So it's
Do nat
19.
one.
18.
Oh, 18. 18, I can't count. But that's a low roll.
Okay.
Should I reroll it? Seems important. Seems important. I should probably reroll it.
Luck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, but nothing. Never mind. It's the 18.
Okay. You get the abyssal reference from it, but like it is so old that it's hard to understand. Like it's not like complete sentences or and you assume that it's probably just words of words and it's some words like you just don't get and some it's like you understand like a letter or two.
Oh, this thing is supposed to work, but it doesn't work. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Maybe we gotta touch it or give it some blood.
I mean, it looks fucking ominous as fuck. What if the statue comes to life and starts fucking smashing the fuck up? Us the fuck up.
And that's why we're not getting close. As
Yeah,
far
I'm
as
just explaining it. I'm explaining it to him.
oh,
I understand. You understand.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been down here for a little bit and it hasn't done anything, even with us not paying attention to it. So whatever
Is
it
there
is, it's there, but we
maybe?
decide not to try to break the seal.
Does it look as ancient as the temple itself, or just?
Probably.
The
Is there?
like, are you trying to guess like of the?
Like, does it look like it was here at the time that things turned to stone? Like maybe someone's stone foot is partially over top of it or something, or
No, that wouldn't be a feeling that you got.
it's
This
added after the stone.
like this would be something that like the same time type of deal.
Is there any uh can I check the indication? Like, is there like the does it have like the axe at the floor?
Yeah,
Or
like
is there like anything?
like the um the staff of the axe, like it's like just enormous. So the bottom portion of like where the bottom handle is touching the floor. Like it's almost like the way it looks like either he placed it or was like slamming it or something of that type of motion onto the floor.
Can I try and check the spot right there near where it's slammed down to the floor and see if is there anything there possibly that could?
Okay.
If you're worried about him coming to life, I could maybe just turn him into mud.
Uh,
Eh,
Mm,
I think probably the magic protect like who did what did this probably stronger than turning it into mud. Who knows?
um as
Turn the ground under it into mud.
are
Let it sink
you
in.
are you trying to inspect like the floor of like an impact or something?
yeah, that's what I'm like trying to see if maybe if there's
Um
like a is there like a trap door or something like that along those
you
lines there?
can make a perception or investigation check. Uh but are you like going past like the seal to get a closer look, or are you just like kind of staying back and looking?
Uh, I'll cautiously get as close to the seal as I can and see if I see anything. And
Oh, Tay's dead.
Okay. You get close to the seal, but you're not crossing it, right?
no,
Okay. Uh, you kind of like get down, like, and again, this is not like if this was the seal, you're not like looking over either. You're imagining like the seal is a wall, and you're not pushing that. But uh, getting down and looking like you don't see an impact. You don't see like it's breaking the stone like floor or anything like that. And give me 1 second. 1 second.
yeah, I heard the crying.
Since he's gone. Oh,
D&D Beyond, guys.
it's
No, wasn't it like
a
dwarven
lab.
forge or something?
Dwarven Forge. This what is it? This combat is brought to you by Dwarven Forge.
Okay. Okay. So, you do not see, like I said, you do not see like a impact or like it breakage of stone. It's like it's weird. It's this the statue looks huge, and it's probably like one of the most just extreme heaviest things that you could probably ever actually see. So there has to be no way that this was moved here, but it looks like it was moved here because there's nothing that appears as though this was breaking the stone under it.
We might have to check that statue.
Oh, it's upstairs. This one.
There's also that
This
dark
one.
spot upstairs.
I mean the entity.
You think the dark spot itself is the entity? I mean, it was
Well,
breathing.
I mean
I was
ninety
thinking the
percent,
same thing, but
90% sure.
I was just kind of looking for a portal, and I think the portal is probably either this symbol or that black splotch.
I mean the
Um,
black splotch seems to be just
Could I
the original reason why stuff was here.
could I
Probably.
could I hold out a something see if it does anything? Um, I'll hold out like a non-lit torch and just like see if anything happens when I hold it over. Oh,
Tay's lost
where I
another
imagine.
arm.
Um,
Wait, is it
as
the same arm that's already scarred from before?
Yeah.
Or
um,
the other one?
as you
Important
kind of
question.
try to put the torch, um, like cross the seal, like nothing's happening to it.
I'll slowly
And
push it.
and
What
this
if you send your Alakil?
oh, it's nothing. I was going to say, like this room has like just a little bit of lighting to it.
Oh, it was like a non-lit torch. It was like just a stick.
No, I was just
So
making. I forgot to make that little note that
yeah.
the Guardians do
Okay,
have like
so
the orbs out, kind of like to create light, and there is like a few torches just here and there. Not a lot, just a few. It's still relatively
um,
dark.
I'll I'll cautiously take a step over the seal.
So you're gonna step into it.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Uh. As you like kind of step across the seal, and everybody else is not like paying exactly attention. They're all kind of like having conversations, trying to discuss of other things. Where is this portal? What do you mean some dark thing up top? And it did what? Um, uh,
I'm
to
just going into like an exposition about the thing we found up there.
um,
It's just it's like I just slowly just
I'm
slide
just
away from
watching
the.
Tay, like, not saying anything at all.
okay. Um,
Chaos,
so
chaos.
first off, everybody else but Tay, you all notice that like you hear kind of like a thud sound, relatively light, but and you guys like look in that direction, just kind of like it's not like it's like, oh no, what's this? It's kind of like you just hearing a sound and you glance just to look, like a normal thing. And to some people, you might have to take like a second glance because Tay's now having a seizure.
I knew I wouldn't be the first one to die.
What do you mean you wouldn't be the first one to die?
I don't know.
Um,
What the fuck's
Anyone
happening?
good with this? Alec, you're
she's
a medicine man.
and it seems like Tay took a step across, like her feet is in the seal, but the rest of her body, like she fell backwards, and she is full blown having a seizure, relatively dying,
Alec, you're medicine. You
possibly.
know what this is?
I like have my servant just try to drag out of the circle.
Okay, grabbing the
Except,
upper portion of Tay is relatively easy and can bring her out.
okay, well that
Just
I
the
mean I
upper
like
portion?
it's like is there any like magic going on her? Or is like what's
Is
going
it
on?
just the waist up?
What?
You said the upper portion? Is it just the
No.
waist up?
No, like
Okay.
the upper portion. Like think
Or
of no,
this
no.
went down south quick.
Think
You
of
said the upper portion, and I was like,
no.
wait.
Think of like from the shin all the way up is outside of the seal. It's like only her feet was in the seal. So like pulling her, it just pulls her out of the seal like it's nothing. It's just that part was, the only part that's out of the seal. So it's not like, oh man, she's all the way in the seal. How are we going to get her if this is, whatever.
Mm.
You pull her and Alec kind of comes and runs over and it's like, all right, yeah, I got you, little one, and goes to cast Cure Wounds. Doesn't look like nothing's working.
Is there anything magical
Well,
going on? I take a sniff.
Um,
time for
it would
reincarnate, and I start
you
getting the
wouldn't
oil
think of
out.
anti-magic because of the fact that there is globules of light from
No, not
somebody's
with anti magic. I'm thinking like if there's a magic effect on Tay that I need to cancel out.
um you can do an arcana check.
Oh yeah, that's what I was fishing for.
Her soul probably left her body.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna leave things soon.
I'm
Fuck. Where was that
Wow.
roll earlier? Where was that roll earlier?
um,
Is Tay's heart still beating? Like if I feel the wrist?
it's hard to tell as she's violently shaking.
Pretty sure just the soul left the body or something.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
Um, we will get to your Arcana check in a second.
Oh, fuck.
Tay, as you took a
Souls
step,
in the Shadowfell.
took a step and across this, you, it's like uh instant darkness around you, and
They
you're like,
become the future.
and you're like, what is, like, you couldn't even finish that whole sentence because you feel the force of gravity is pulling you down to your knees, and so you like slam on your knees and like on your hands trying to like keep yourself barely up, and your danger sense is going off. Like you can see in a weird way, like with your senses, and see that like this giant, enormous axe is like just inches above your head, like of your neck, and it's like you can't even look up. You are like, it's almost like, and you probably would have felt something like, not of this extreme, but make a history check for me first off.
17.
Nice. Uh, you remember something. It kind of like bring back a memory where you were being forced to bow, not by like magical means, but kind of like more of fear of your shaman. And it's like you knew that if you were to look, it's like the end of days on you. And so there has been times where like you bow and you don't lift your head, you don't do anything like that. Um, this feels like that same motion, except it's like something is just physically pulling you down onto your knees. And you, like I said, with your danger sense, you feel like death is just mere inches away. And you just hear this echoing voice that you can tell it's coming above you. And it's just, what is a mere goblin doing in my realm?
Trying to find the portal to the Shadowfell.
There is no portal to the Shadowfell.
There's demons swarming the countryside everywhere. We're trying to stop that.
You feel a huge push that's almost like it's flattening you against the ground. Lies! I stopped all demons in their tracks.
Maybe in your time, but now it's different.
You feel like the pressure on you is just getting heavier and heavier. To the people outside, it's like healing is not working, and it's almost like she's shaking harder and harder, and to the point where like it's taken a couple of people to actually hold her down. Um, but going back to Tay, as this pressure continues, as you kind of like trying to say this, and it almost feels like you're not able to say it because it's like your ears are just ringing from this gravitational pull, and you you're like you can't even hear yourself say it. So you're trying your best to say what you hear, which you hear fine from what this creature tends to speak of. I do not accept lies in my presence. I
I'm
am.
not lying. I swear.
You feel as the pressure kind of like relieves for a second, and you just hear this loud, like, of crushing rocks. As you barely kind of move your head, it looks like a giant hand is scooping you up, kind of like squeezing you as. And it's almost like, imagine if you had like a little ant in the palm of your hand, you're like trying to squeeze it from the little hole. As it kind of lifts up, and you just see this enormous, uh, kind of like a dog-like face, which resembles the statue that you just saw a few moments ago. And it just brings you as close as possible. And as it talks, it's like its hand is still, but you feel like you're just shaking from the vibrations of its voice as as it brought you up close. Explain before you die.
I'm telling him everything. Everything. Including what I had for breakfast. Everything. Like,
Nice
there
meal
is
with
not.
strawberries in it.
I'm telling him everything about Lily and what she tried to do for
I'll
the
give
God
you
of
another minute for
War.
Okay. Um, how far? Like when you say you tell them everything, like what's the start to the end?
Um, I would imagine everything that has to do with the starts with Lily and her role with that, and then the crusade and everything with that, and talking about what she tried to do for the God of War,
Okay, so you
and
pretty
then
much start from the involvement of Lily all the way to
mhm,
like now.
yeah.
Okay. Uh, for SAOG, roll me a persuasion. No, just roll me a performance check with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. Disadvantage, you say? Disadvantage.
I just
Just
want to.
roll
Okay.
two.
Okay.
I
Just
just
roll
want to
two nat
see.
20s. Just roll two nat 20s. Easy.
10.
I mean,
Natural
pretty
ones.
good. Pretty good.
That's good
um,
for me. That's pretty
An
good.
11
That's pretty
minus
good.
1, that's above average.
you think you are like,
Giving the speech of your life.
yeah, you think like this. If Arissa could hear you now, it's like the greatest speech of them all. But like, there's parts
If
that
I
are
could
Yeah,
just
actually
single
hear her, I'd
tear.
be like, that's not
like
how it
Single
went.
tear in her eye.
like you're missing some parts. Some things don't quite make sense here and there, but
It's like,
relatively, you're getting the
it's
point
from the
across.
goblin. It's from the goblin
Skips like the
perspective.
entire part about Lily being dead and just continues talking about what happened, and the giant kind of gets confused about how someone who's dead was able to continue doing stuff, but
Well, and
Um,
then
Probably.
our friend, my friend or my ally Arissa was was deceived by her when she brought her back to life somehow.
it's just like that, but 10 times worse. There's
a
either
lot
That's
more
stuttering
stuttering.
and yeah. Um,
stammering, all the good shit.
Uh, th- I I I think. Oh
um,
my gosh! Now I'm gonna actually
as
be doing it.
you're explaining a lot of this, and you see when you reach a certain part, the fury in his eyes, that it's almost like his eyes just turn into hell themselves, and you were just like,
I'm gonna die.
this is it. Like, I am now dead. When you speak of the word that Lily helping the god of war and something about resurrecting a titan, it's like if this person was pissed for however long he's been frozen, and all you did was just overfill his cup from probably how previously pissed he was, and now you feel like you're about to like receive all of this. Um, but he, as like you see the fear in his eyes, no. and he looks like he's about to just spike you straight into the ground.
Jesus!
It's
Help
like
me!
right in the midst of leaving his hand and the floor, you wake up as Alec, who is finally able uh to get you out. And he's which will cost Alec. Da 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 da. Where's
Greater
the
restoration?
yes? What level? Level
Fifth.
I
5.
believe.
Yeah, so that's 1/5 level spell down. But able to get you out as you're just like breathing heavily. He's like, relax, relax. You're okay. You're okay. Just breathe, breathe.
Do not cross that seal! That thing is pissed and it is not happy!
Is the thing still alive? I shoot as much.
It is. I don't know. I seen it and it asked what I was doing. I told it everything. I told it about everything about Lily. I even
Okay.
included what I had for breakfast.
I take
Now,
a step
Okay.
towards the wheel.
before we get
Stop.
before we get too far, Arissa,
Mhm.
your Arcana check. As you
Wait.
were trying to understand if um was Tay under some sort of influence or something, and it's like you didn't really pick up something.
Mm.
But what you did pick up was there's a sulfuric like taste in the air. And
Like egg.
like you're trying to like look around and it's like you don't see anything. You don't hear anything coming. Uh uh and it's just like you're trying to like drown out the sounds of like people trying to like panic cuz it's like it's leading you somewhere, and as you're kind of like looking like away from the group, like Tay kind of quickly pops back up and it's just like that kind of like started you and you lost your focus and is now looking at Tay. So please continue as Tay was panicking.
As I'm like, does anyone smell that rotten egg smell?
I try to sniff. Do I smell anything?
You can make it.
Also, welcome back, Tay. Also, did you spill everything to that thing?
Yes! I told
Okay.
it what I had for breakfast and dinner.
How,
Poe,
how
you
angry
can
is it?
Poe, you can make
Super,
a Arcana or Nature like check.
Well, I think
super
I know which
angry.
one I'm gonna pick.
Arcana?
Did the same exact thing. 16.
There's like a faint.
I smell some like mold.
There's like a faint smell of, and like as Arissa like explained, like sulfur or like whatever. You like that could be it, but it's like it's hard for you to pick anything up.
I smell like some mold, maybe a little bit of sulfur, but a lot of mold. Really, just a lot of mold.
I just like continuing like I like reposition orient myself to where I was going, and I'm just like gonna
This place
follow.
smells really moldy.
Do
Mm,
not
yeah.
cross it. It is not happy, and it didn't seem happy when I told it
I wonder
that.
what happens if some of my mold crosses it.
Just don't tempt fate again. You
No,
already you
no,
I
got
wasn't gonna
like
walk
okay.
into it. I was just gonna walk close to it so some of my mold
Okay,
crosses it.
you got your one time doing something stupid. They got their one
Okay.
time doing stupid, so no more.
Alec, it's your turn. Go for it, buddy.
That's a
I'm
bad
gonna
idea.
follow. I'm like, Sal, do you like? I don't know. It feels weird, like some weird taste in the air. Like it's in this direction. And I'm
It, it, it seemed like he wasn't too happy with the, because it like he when I told him that there was demons around, he said that he swore that he killed all the demons in the on this land.
hmm.
So
Or
kind of
whatever
like
it is.
is like trying to focus and is like, no, I get what you're saying, but I don't know. It feels like it's all over the place.
I mean, it felt like coming from this direction in particular. I was just gonna keep following the direction I was originally walking, and like, could be something that they like some illusion whole like protect. I mean, they probably wouldn't leave it out in the open, right? Now that I think about it.
We should just start touching walls. I could summon about 16 creatures that would help us check walls
Maybe
faster.
with 10 people, it's fine.
They would also have blind sight, so they wouldn't really
Go
be
ahead
bothered
and
by illusions.
go ahead and make another Arcana check. I just want to see.
An illusion. What are you hiding? Arcana. Where the fuck are you, Arcana?
Because it's
How the fuck? How the fuck did I?
I'm just gonna.
you're trying to like retake your
Oh.
steps.
That's a 13. It went
Okay.
low.
Let me look at something. Anyways, tell you like
Can't just instantly roll
as
a natural 20.
as you're like kind of like looking back and
Does that statue look pissed that I look at it?
statue hasn't changed in a feature at all. And again, like it's huge, and you're like trying to gauge it, like just its face and stuff like that. Um, um, it's like it's just the same. Nothing's changed about it, but it's just seeing what you saw. It almost it's like you are like it's like you have fear cast on you, but it's from the statue in a way. Like you can still like approach it, but it's like you know what's there, and it's like I don't know if I really want to go back to that. Because like you felt like you were dying left and right, and if you were to stay on that same course, like you probably would have been dead. Um. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay. So you're trying to refocus, and it's kind of like you lost the parts of the concentration just from the outburst of Tay. Um, but it you know it at least of a sense of direction. Um, and it seems to be going a little bit away from the statue, but
Oh, fuck.
it's hard to kind of like pinpoint the exact location.
Thank you. Oh my god. Lily may be a total bitch, but at least she did something right.
I mean, I am not in the mood to release whatever this is on the world because that's probably an insanely bad idea. I could think on a rate of like bad ideas. That's probably
Titan of some sort.
That is. It is where. It is like a billion. It was like a million lilies if you release this onto the world.
probably. I mean, it did want to kill demons. That's a good thing. But then again, just because it kills demon doesn't mean what else it kills.
But there are demons in the world right now. Maybe we could use it and then
It's a.
refreeze it. Someone's frozen it
Oh
in the
yeah,
past.
let's refreeze and like
You know, I wouldn't.
who knows
I
how
wouldn't
strong
even.
this thing is.
I don't even want to talk about that
Don't we
idea.
just get like an army of basilisks and just like all point them at it?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's just magically get a message.
where are we gonna get a army of basilisks? And
I
I don't
don't
want to
know.
talk.
I've never even seen one in real life.
I have.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look in. I'm
Where?
like, I got the feeling in this direction, and she like sort of points in where she felt it coming from. Like we're
You
supposed to
need
look
just like
somewhere
an
here.
army of. You need like an army of snakes to help look for
I don't know what we're
illusions.
looking for. I don't know what we're looking for. I assume it's an illusion, but it's something on this side of the room that we're looking for,
Okay,
and
let's
it smells like sulfur to me, like rotten
sulfur.
eggs.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can try and pick up that scent of it going that way towards where she was pointing.
Okay.
Nature or Arcana, right?
Same thing, nature or arcana.
Nature, because Arcana is still 0. 17.
Seven.
Or
Um,
yeah, 17.
with the fact of like using nature is the fact that somebody was pointing out the smell of sulfur, and so it's kind of like something to kind of pick up on, and it's kind of like the same thing as Poe. You smell like a faint, but it's like there's no clear indication at all of where it could be coming from.
Mm.
even if you're following like Arissa, who she was like, I've smelt it stronger in like in this direction, but everybody else is kind of like, it's I because you pointed it out. Yeah, I could smell something, but it's like I'm not really picking anything up.
Can I'll just go towards the far corner of the wall and see. Just start pressing my hands, seeing if
Um,
anything.
well, first off, that's extremely far away, but you can most certainly go do that if that's what you want.
Yeah, yeah, I'll go do that.
Okay. Uh, you kind of like it's more like you have to jog over there to kind of go and do that because that's how far it is. Like, imagine like a couple. We'll say possibly like 4 football fields wide and possibly maybe another 4 long. That's like how big
Jeez Louise.
this bottom chamber is. So you kind of have to go and jog your way over there.
Was he busy running? Can I cast Detect Magic? And just start looking around with that.
Yeah, go ahead. Um, it's it's weird. Like you get a sense of something kind of close by. You don't really can detect it, and it's not really something you can like feel. It's just like I feel close to it, but it's still like not tangible. Not like something you can actually see or make out.
How the fuck would I see? What the fuck am I looking for? So I'm looking for something. It's not purely magical. It's just something other than magic.
It's like again, you get a taste of it, and it's like if there's a hint of magic to it, it's just at the same time like if it was something that you should be able to pick up with magic, like there's something off about about why you're not like able to really pick it up or do anything.
Hmm.
And hey, by the time you get over there and you're like trying to touch the wall and do stuff, it's just a nice solid wall.
Was there any rubble between me and those 4 football fields?
Oh yeah, a shiz ton.
Oh, crap! I'm gonna start digging. I'm gonna like go from one pile of rubble to like dig and see if
Oh, that
maybe
Wasting it.
what do you
That'd be
want to be
fun.
digging with first off?
one of my hand axes.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll with that.
14.
Okay. You have one less hand axe as it just breaks entirely. As it's like as you go to do it, it just shatters.
I can turn the wall into mud if we want to do
We're
that.
not looking for the wall. We're looking for something in here. It's like it's close by. I can feel it, but I can't really.
Oh, I was talking to Tay since she just hit the
Oh.
wall with her axe.
You're shouting over. She's like on the other side of the fucking room.
What? I can't hear you. You're too far.
I just figured I had like walked up behind her seeing this happen.
I
and
mean,
I said,
were you following her the entire way? Because she ran all the way to a corner of the room.
I mean, I've slower walker, so it would probably be I'd probably be like halfway between her and the others when she's doing this.
So, just relatively keep that in mind.
So probably still had to yell loud enough that Orissa could also hear.
Everybody could kind of hear it.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Oh, it is
echo.
good to
It's
hear.
like it doesn't echo as bad, but it's like because of how big the room is. But there's a
I
you
can
got
turn the stone wall into mud if you want.
Stop doing that mud thing.
I haven't even gotten to do it yet.
Yeah, you
Don't
won't.
think about it.
Tay's hitting the wall. I just thought I would help.
I'm digging. I'm not hitting.
I'll just go sit down back over by that statue.
Do not. That is a horrible idea. I am telling you
I'm not
now.
gonna cross the symbol. I'm just gonna sit near it.
I'm still busy arguing over there in the corner. I'm just gonna I was just gonna
I start
sort of like
walking back towards the statue to sit
I'm gonna
down in
sit
front
like
of
I'm
it.
just gonna sit on the ground, try to like sort of center herself and try to reach out a bit, like see if anything leads her anywhere. Like if she can feel anything tugging at her. Like trying to just sit down, take a minute. With all this fucking chaos going on across the room.
Oh my gosh.
Let me look at something. Let me look at something. Da-da-da.
Like if only you could like really physically like know what it feels like to feel magic, right? Like it's like a concept so impossible to comprehend.
Okay.
Yep.
You can make a. I'll give you 3. You can either make an Arcana check again, but it's just a straight roll.
Mm.
You can make. All of these will be straight rolls. So an Arcana check, a History check, or an Insight check.
Arcana, history.
And this is you trying to sit down and concentrate, and it's like what are you going to try to focus on the most of how to detect this? Are you going to go back on your teachings and lessons that you've learned? Are you going to try to go through your knowledge of everything that you possibly have read? Or are you just trying to feel the room in a sense with your mind? In that order from Arcana, History, and Insight.
I'm like trying to decide what she would do at this point.
I mean, I can even take History out if you want and just make either an Arcana or an Insight.
I mean, insight she's not gonna do. That's for sure.
Definitely do insight.
Definitely do.
That's like really physically my worst stat.
You could roll a natural 20 with that.
Still my worst stat.
Better or worse than survival?
I mean, I guess maybe she could think about like me. She has like a bunch of conversations with the library. Maybe she can see if anything would apply here.
Yeah.
I mean that guy has rambled onto her like for like ages, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, about random things, but you don't quite. I mean, it would still fall under if you want to just do the Arcana or History part.
Yeah. Fuck,
Is one a little bit better than the other, or are they both?
No,
the
it's the same. It's exactly the same. I'm just doing it for flavor. It's like the Arcana history, exact same amount.
Okay.
Fuck, I'll just roll another. I'll just roll another Arcana. I'm just gonna lucky this because I need this now. I'm just so not into this. Wow, what's
Oh
this?
my god!
This is like Lily dispelling all over again. It's like I'm literally rolling
Oh
F5.
my god!
Well,
Okay.
never mind. I'm gonna sit and chill in the or it's just like I don't. I'm stumped here. It's like the Feywild all over again.
You kind of like sit there and you're just trying to go back and see if you can detect this, and try to focus heavily on the faint magical sense that you're getting, and it's like it's just it's just because like it's so faint, it's so incredibly hard to focus on it. Doesn't help with people yelling in the background, and so it's just you're unable to really ascertain like what this could be.
Should have just used one of my fucking Portent rolls. God damn it.
If someone has like charm monster or something, maybe we could kidnap one of the demons outside and ask them where they came out of.
No.
Sadly, I didn't bring that spell today. What about you, Alec?
Alec is just like I don't know.
What about that demon y'all killed? Maybe we could ask him if we have the ability to speak to dead or anything.
Don't demons burn up to ash after you kill them?
No.
I think it depends if you kill them on like their home plane or if you kill them somewhere else. Does their body stick around? I've never killed a demon.
I don't think we have either.
Sini kind of speaks up. I mean, it's in one of the rooms up, a couple of floors up. Kind of had to dip inside and kind of ambush it when it came in, but last when we walked out and walked away, it was still there.
Maybe if we can use its body or something, we can find the portal. I don't know
This
if
might
I'm
be our.
really trying to. Alec, you have the ability to speak to dead today?
That wasn't something I was preparing us to go and do.
I can turn it into a shambling zombie, but then it doesn't have any of its former memories. It's just a husk.
Crap.
So well, wait a
I mean,
minute.
I could
Like,
also cast reincarnate on it if we have 1,000 gold worth of oil.
We
I look at
don't.
Tay. They said that there were 2 titans that were still here. So is this the other one?
Did
Does it
I
mean
get
there
the
were 2
idea that
titans? Because they said like there were 2 titans. I was looking like, or is it like looks through like just sitting there like after getting stumped by the thing, just looking through notes. It's like I've written down that the 2 titans were not summoned back.
You
Bughead.
go ahead and make a history
Did I
with advantage.
Me?
Looking at my notes.
Arissa. I mean,
Oh my god.
if you want
I'm
to
just
make,
gonna roll. I'm just gonna roll 5s on both of them anyway. Don't worry about it. Oh no, that is this time.
you do remember
Better know
that
what I could have rolled.
Still sub tens by the way.
that you were told that there were during the at the
Crucible
end of the
conflict, right?
Crucible conflict, all Titans was pretty much forced and summoned back to the realms.
2 got
Besides
imprisoned.
2,
This might be one of
Yeah.
them.
And 2 got imprisoned. So like, so we're dealing with 1 that got released. And is this done the other one? But would they
I
keep
think
both
this.
of them at the same time in the same prison? Could be, right?
Heck. I'm not gonna ask him if that's what you're insinuating.
No, no, no.
Go in and
I mean,
ask him. I'm kind of expendable.
no.
No.
What? I'm gonna send a message to the library because I can. I just go like,
Here,
I just gonna send a
I'll
message to
just.
the library. So 1 Titan was Medusa that got released. Did the other Titan, per chance, what is it, bull face? What a dog face?
Dog. Dog
Uh,
face.
had a dog face and carried like a big axe glaive combo? And did it get locked here on the island?
you first off, uh, uh you said all of this. I'm trying to figure out how I'm about to explain this. You said all of this, and as you're waiting for a reply back, it's like you have Arissa wouldn't know where this tune comes from, but as Leora you would, like the elevator waiting music.
Ba-ba-da-da-dun.
And so you're just
Hey, hey.
Or is it,
Copyright.
or is it just there starts vibing out of nowhere and just like
you're just like you're waiting, and it's like yeah, and then like you hear a voice as it's uh hold on, how would it go? Okay.
Ding!
No.
Oh, sorry, caller.
No,
Our
it's
library is currently away on an important mission.
no,
Please
no, no.
call back right now.
It's
You're on. Your call
the
is important to us. Please remain on hold.
your call is important to us. Please remain on hold.
shut the
You are
fuck up.
the second person in line.
Is Cell
Oh,
also over there
God.
doing the same spell?
God, I knew
Cell
it.
who was like wait like he's
Cell's
been,
number 1 in line currently, so who's currently talking to the library?
he's just like wait, I just Like people even try to come and talk to him, and he's just like, at this point, I don't even know it. Like I don't even get a response.
The camera just like pans over slowly, and you just like see the person who's actually currently talking to the library, just like chatting, having a good old time. Just and neither of them
There's
are
there's no
tired
there's
of
no
conversation.
time test sitting there like chilling.
um,
Good
but
music. I've never heard this in the message before.
it's like, wait, how do I hear music? But then again, it's the library. So you finally get a reply. And after all of that, what was your question again? I was so heavily focused on making you
No,
wait.
the library asks this question. They forgot.
Yeah,
Just
like,
go,
he-
I just get the time to respond. And I'm like, oh well.
Yeah, he's like, hey, sorry, hello, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh,
Hello,
okay.
third caller.
Uh,
This is the Library 108.
no, hold on. I accidentally attached this to another line, and you hear like an erupting sound,
Please
and then
remain on hold. Your call is important to us. As you've been returned back to hold, you are currently number 5 in line.
and like at like even Sel and like you and like whoever else is on these calls is just like all here. Motherfucker, get off the fucking line! I knew it. And it's like he's arguing with somebody, and then he like all of those calls go away, and then you get a message back. Okay, I'm so terribly sorry about this. Somebody thought they could make a call on my line, and
Please leave a
and
message after the tone.
no,
It was Zoe.
it's
It was Zoe.
it's like
Zoe
you
doesn't have message or sending.
you just chuck this up to
Zoe made the prank.
No. You just chuck this
Yeah.
up as like library bullshit, but you hear in the background it's like, what? I had to make a call. No, not on my line. Anyways, I'm so terribly sorry about this.
No personal calls on the business line.
This is the okay, I want to make sure I
The
Or
library
just
has been
sitting there
turned
like,
into
or
a
just,
call
just, just,
center at this
just
point.
sitting there listening to all this. Just like I have no clue what it's all about, but it sounds pretty fucking dope.
Do I have the name on here? Okay. Yeah, this is the Celestial Library speaking, the Arcane Master. How may I help you? Like, it's like he's just replying back to somebody. He doesn't even know who it is.
Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna like talk over the line, whatever the fuck the other person say. We found a statue of like a dog-headed big creature with an axe/glaive combo. Is this the other Titan that got imprisoned? We know Medusa got out.
And where are you currently at?
Tilville Reef, some temple. No, some arcane prison is what it is.
Checking.
And are there any side effects?
Yes, that does appear to be. Yeah. There was some battle, something, blah blah blah. Titans. Yes. All right. Sorry, gotta go. All right, next caller is still on the line with you.
I'm just like, motherfucker, talk to me. Stop acting like it's some fucking business call.
What? Oh, motherfucker. Sorry. Yes, that is a Titan. Like, there was
Yeah,
two.
what Titan?
There
There's
was
two.
two Titans
Medusa
there.
and
Medusa.
and
Uh, fuck. What was his name? He was the Titan of Tyr. Gnosis, I think it was his name.
Nasus. Okay, sure. I'll write it down. Let me write it down.
All right. Anything else can I help you with?
You said there was a temple to the Shadowfell here. This just seems like a prison. Is there another building on this godforsaken island?
No. Why would there be? That place is like horrible.
Like there's some weird sulfur smell in the air here. What the fuck is that about?
Could be related to all the demons there. I don't know. I'm fucking here at the library. Like, I can't smell shit.
You're supposed to know. You're in the library. You're supposed to tell me.
Look, okay. I'm trying my best here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also trying my best to save the fucking world's planes and shit.
Look, while I do see everything, and you can feel his quotation marks. Like,
Yeah.
while I could see everything, there's just some things that I don't know. All I know is that the temple was there, and that's where a lot of demon shit happened. Okay?
Yeah. Also, what the
So
fuck happened to Tyr? Is Tyr like somewhere chilling in the fuck knows where?
I I I'm kind of like not supposed to be keeping track of what's happening at this current moment. So
Yeah, I'm just telling you, is he somewhere in the fuck knows where? I'm not asking you specifics.
he's last time I checked in his realm. Like, how the fuck do I know?
I don't know. I thought you know. I thought you knew everything. I mean, I thought, like, that's what
I
I knew.
look. I you know what? Look, I'm gonna give you a hint. Okay, you're looking for
Yeah, I know.
something that was Shadowfell related, right?
Yeah, something it smells stinky apparently.
Okay. What fights the shadows?
Light.
Okay. Click, and you just hear the dial tone.
I just had another. I sent a me message. You could have let up with that, you idiot. Anyway, have fun looking at things. Also, look at this.
You don't get a
Versus
reply
just
back.
takes the selfie
Like,
holding up the bird.
And like,
Who's he
she's
flipping off?
like with a big smile on her
like
face, right?
the
Not
only
like angry, just like,
your message will be delivered in 2 days' time. Thank you and have a nice day.
okay, you do.
Cell still on hold.
Okay, you too.
Please,
Stell is just like,
please.
finally.
Please continue to be patient.
Hel-
Well,
Hello?
well, we continue. I don't
He just
even.
he
We
gets
value your time, or something like that. Whatever it is
he
they
we
he
say.
value your time, caller, but please note that you've been pushed back in the
Okay,
queue
but
to
something about light. We need
45.
light. Like,
Oh, you need
hey,
light. I can do light.
the big one.
I can do the big light. Are we
like
ready for it?
well, first off, there is light in the chamber.
Yeah, but the big light.
I can do daylight. The
Like,
big
apparently we're
light.
supposed to drive away the shadow, according to my source.
Hey, you want
We
the
should sell.
daylight on your thingy, or should I just do it on like my staff? Or
Hold on, do you tell everybody like kind of like what you were told?
No,
Okay then.
she just
I
asked
tried to
about
find.
light. Tay, do you
I
want
said,
light on your thingy, or should I put it
no,
on my staff?
What? Why are you saying
I don't
no
want to
to?
make. I don't want to make Sal jealous.
Okay.
He's
No, I'm
still on
just
the
gonna.
line.
Anyway, what I'm gonna say is,
He's got a.
memes aside, what I'm gonna say. So that thing over there, like, points at the thing standing there. Well, that's apparently the Titan of Tyr, and Tyr's chilling somewhere in the realms. So
So he's probably not.
he's probably mean, angry, godlike, strong, not a friend. He's probably more like, how do you call it, like, neutral towards us at best. But
That's
If this is a
fucking.
temple to Tyr, do you think that voice we heard at the top might be like related to Tyr?
I think
I don't know.
this is Tyr's prison. This is more like a prison that Tyr puts everything that.
I mean, I got told that there's demon shit that happened there, and apparently what fights the darkness is light. So
But you
that's what I
need
got told.
light. You want
I mean,
big
that's what I got
light?
told. Darkness. I don't know.
Should I do it on the end of my staff?
I mean, it's close by here, so maybe it's hidden by some shadow magic. But I mean, when you use light on the shadow creatures before, they lost their powers, right?
Yeah,
Right?
daylight.
Yeah, they lost their powers. I remember.
I could do it on like the end of my staff and just wave it around until we see something.
Is that what you do?
I'm asking if she wants me to.
I mean, you can try. Right? What level is your spell? Is it like
Should
super
I
high or?
do it on like my staff, or should I do it on like Tay? It's only a third level spell. That's not bad.
Not
I'll
too
do
bad.
it. You can put it on me if you want.
On your axe.
Yes.
Okay, set the axe down for a minute because I can't cast it on an item that's currently being held. I'll cast it on the axe. You can pick it back up now.
Okay. What do you do
No.
now?
Okay, I'm gonna hold it out like.
You are shining bright light in the room.
Maybe we need to move around.
All right, move around to the where she said like the sulfur smell came from this general area. So I'm gonna
Okay.
move all around to see.
It is bright in that area.
Oh, that didn't work. I mean, I'm terrible
Wait,
at puzzles. You know this from like way back when.
what if we had someone else cast daylight on whatever they are, and then they go to the other end of the room?
I mean, I feel like with them we're just unnecessarily making a lot of light.
What if you just run to the other end of the room and we see if there's anything between you and us when you're down there with the bright light?
I mean, casting a shadow. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, let's try it.
You go to the
I'm
other
going.
end of the room while the rest, like other half of the room, like where you guys are, kind of goes back to that dim lighting. You can just see the bright light from over there, and that's about it.
Nothing between us and the bright light.
Can I see if like me touching anything changes with it being bright?
Yeah,
Like touch the
you can.
wall,
Nothing changes.
knock
Maybe
on the
try
wall.
doing your sniffy sniff now while the light's up.
I mean,
Maybe
I don't think I
that'll.
can keep it. Like I've already tried a few times. It doesn't really seem like it's working.
I'll let you do it again. Just a regular straight roll.
Come on.
It's gonna be shit. It's like
Nat one.
it's
Nat
gonna be shit.
one.
I'm rolling it for the memes, but it's gonna be shit.
You
See,
said that one! Oh my god!
Choking
Okay.
on the mold or
Um,
something.
as
She no longer has the sea invisibility up, so she accidentally stepped into the mold cloud
oh
and is
no,
choking.
no,
I
no,
I I
no.
I I've
This is
done
how
that. So.
worse this is. As you guys are trying to figure this thing out, and like Arissa trying to quickly go back and focus. Uh, your passive Arissa is not that high, right?
No, it's super low.
Okay, yeah. You don't notice that Cell is just kind of like, what are they doing? In a sense, Cell is just making fun of you guys at this point.
Oh yeah, I don't give a shit. I mean, I said that like didn't want to do it. I just rolled for the memes. I mean, I haven't been rolling above a 10. I think. Let me have a look. Nope, nope. Well, that one time there.
I can try
Mhm.
something weird. I don't know if it would work.
Wait, so would you know what to do since you're the other wizard?
Well, if you guys will actually explain and try to tell me.
Okay,
Well,
so
are you not
Not
listening? Are you
darkness.
listening? Do you have your? Are you trying to message the library or something? He's on hold. Haven't you heard?
No, he stopped. Like my call got accepted and then hung up.
Oh, right
Yeah.
away. Just how you
wow. Okay, so
Any
been there, done that. It's not fun.
anyway, like I'll just read the other things to
Okay.
him as I'm looking for the thing that I dropped here when I rolled in
Uh,
that one.
let's see.
That was great. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, I
Natural
knew it
one.
was gonna be in that one. I like it was just building up. Like the energy was the net
You
one
kept
energy.
rolling lower and lower. You got to roll the lowest eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I could use another lucky on it, but I was like, fuck this shit. The net one can stay this time.
Watch, if you would have used lucky, it would have been a natural 20 instead.
Should I roll for the memes? Or how much
Yeah.
19.
roll
Wouldn't
above
have
a
been much.
10.
Wouldn't have been much better, but
He's just interesting. I mean, I guess I can see where the light's coming from, but I don't see anything reacting or changing.
We could maybe try locate object, focusing on some sort of like shadowy
He's
portal.
gonna also try to sit here and focus on. God, why are all of my guys rolling like extremely fucking low?
Listen, we all suck. We should just go to sleep
Everybody's
here.
rolling really low.
We should just go to sleep in front of the statue of Knossos or whatever his name was.
Gnosis,
Right
yeah.
into tier. And we'll just go to sleep in front of him. This is our new house. We just live here. I can
Well, I
produce
don't think
food. Alec can produce food. We'll be fine. We can live the rest of our lives out in this little area.
Gnosis would like us being his neighbor. Because
I
then
mean,
if you
he doesn't need it.
accidentally step in his like little circle thing, then he's gonna try and kill you.
I could just send some geese in there just once a day. Just send a couple geese in
That
there.
would probably piss him off more.
Listen,
So,
he's stuck, isn't he?
so what are you guys gonna? What are you guys gonna do?
Maybe we can convince him to hate geese instead of demons or whatever.
I'm just fixing my
How
thing
does-
that I shot out over all of I had like a pen in my hand, like as I rolled the one, I opened it and like shot it all over the place. So I was gathering up parts.
that was the natural one for me.
Yeah. Like I got I
Um,
rolled a natural one as well. Like it just like it like popped open and like all the parts flew all over the place.
so
I don't know. I mean I could go talk
can
to the
I?
fuck should we go talk to the fucking bastard again in there and see what he wants?
The one upstairs.
I'll
No.
We
Yeah,
have an
either that
hour
one.
left on the light if we bring that up with us.
I'll check the rub. I checked
But
the
we
rubble
got like
already.
50 minutes now, I think, if we can get back upstairs before then.
It would take you a lot longer.
Oh, I can recast it when we get up there.
I'll check. Let me check the rubble really quickly. See if like nothing still.
Are you like
Just
trying to move rubble or trying to see if the light does anything to it?
yeah.
Try hitting the wall with your axe, see if it breaks again.
No, let's not break
This
the
is.
thing.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna have everybody
Oh my god.
roll.
I mean, we're very noticeable down here with this very bright light.
I mean, Orisa is like, I love it. Like, I'm just, Orisa since the very start, like, she has no clue how to figure out riddles or puzzles. It's like, no, she doesn't know. It's
If
bad.
only we had someone who could figure out riddles or puzzles and figure out that like blue and green meant that lakes were in the middle of islands.
Like your
Well, yeah, but
grandfather?
Oh, he can solve puzzles? I just thought he was a dumb old man.
Oh crap.
If people had advantage, they would be rolling really well, but people don't.
I mean, people can help each other. That's the thing.
Too bad I didn't bring enhance abilities or anything else.
The closest one though, as you guys were like discussing and trying to figure this out, Sani is like, wait, um, if we're trying to find a portal to the Shadowfell, and would we need to be in darkness?
Ah shit.
Well, we gotta wait an hour on that to end. It's not concentration, so don't know if you have an hour to kill, but we could just take like
No,
a
I can
short
just,
rest.
I can put it in the bag of holding and it will just disappear and the light will stop.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. But Tay
That's
won't
a
have
good.
an act for a minute.
It's 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 a great axe too. I think.
I mean, we can take it out the moment we're in we see the portal.
Okay.
Or like, I guess, or I can dispel it. I mean, it's a bit of a waste, but.
Well,
Just
I
put it in the
mean,
bag.
yeah,
Put it in the
just put
bag.
it in the bag. Tay, stay near the bag so you can like yank it back out.
Yeah. Okay.
okay, you put the
Alright.
axe in the bag. I would assume you guys go around and snuff out all of the other light sources that was in this
Mhm.
room. Okay.
What idiot lit up all these lights?
Uh, like roll con, like I don't know, it was already lit by the time we got down here. But
Inside check.
make an insight check.
I'd also like to.
Go ahead.
I don't bother. Or so doesn't have the mental energy to care anyway.
9.
Too many fuck ups.
It was definitely already lit.
You guys believe him because of the fact, as you guys even came into the temple, and for you guys who even went up, there was torches already lit.
Do these torches
Okay.
go out if we just like try to smother them like normal?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
It's like, you guys kind of go over and either like pouring a little bit of water on it or like sand or just any ways that you can snuff out fire. It starts to as it goes out and out. The only one, as everybody comes back, and the only light source is Cell's globule lights, and he's like, "Well, let's see if this does anything." And he turns his off, and for like
I try to reach for the unseen servant's hand as the lights are going out, but I can't see him.
That's my neck. You're
roll,
grabbing my neck.
roll a
Oh,
d.
oh,
Hold on, hold on,
sorry.
hold on, hold on. Roll a d10 for me.
Oh my god. What does he grab? 9. 9. Who does he
Uh,
grab?
Do I grab one of the other people who can't see in the dark and just scare them half to death?
Please.
no,
Yes.
you grab Arissa.
I can't see. Please hold my
You-
hand, no.
Ursa, like you feel like how Ursa's hands like slowly slides up and gets replaced with like another hand,
Oh,
and
thank
then
you.
you see you hear like a little scuffle, that's like scuttling.
um, so as it's complete darkness, and it's like a minute or two kind of goes by, and it's like, okay, nothing's happening, and then you guys can start to hear like it sounds like something ripping,
Uh-oh.
and
Okay.
Arissa, where you felt like you were close to something but couldn't figure anything out, it's like a tear just kind of opens up, and you see this dark purple and this somewhat of a dark pinkish swirl, like hypnotic circle in the background of this tear as it kind of just appears.
Well, I guess
Secret tunnel.
that's a Shadowfell portal. If I
It
ever
only
saw
took
one.
us. It only took us an hour and a half, but we got it, guys.
I mean, I'm notoriously bad at puzzles. It's like I'm not gonna play my character
I
like my
will
character's
say,
smart.
I
But that
had the idea that the tunnel might need to be revealed, kind of like Secret Tunnel in Avatar, but I didn't want to say anything.
I mean,
I
I'm
thought it
playing
was
my
You
the
remember
character.
that
opposite.
episode of
I'm playing
Avatar?
this as like taking like instructions to how do you call it, riddles, extremely fucking literal. So when someone does shadow is followed by light, need to use light because that's the literal. How do you take it? It's not like, oh, you have to reverse think it. Like Ursa's bad at puzzles. That's her.
I thought it would be like the
Oh,
secret tunnel in Avatar: The Last Airbender for a little bit, and I was like, I'm not gonna say nothing.
The Lost Airbender. Where do I
The
go?
Last Airbender. Sorry.
well, technically, it was lost for a while.
Yeah.
So, yes, no, yes, maybe.
And when the world needed him most, he vanished.
So, you got
Well,
all of
guys,
y'all go into it.
should we go
Well, let's
into this
make
bad
sure
boy?
Push the unseen servant in. No, I'm kidding. I can't
I
even
do.
see the portal.
Well, like we should probably make sure the people they can't see help
Yeah, there's just a
grab
bunch of
them.
humans going like this.
Well, like the portal kind of is giving off this its own little faint glow, but it's not like
Oh,
bright light. This like you're talking about like if you're within 10 feet, it's kind of like you can see it. But if you were like 20
oh,
feet back, like it's so dark you can't see anything.
Well, should we all just gather up around and then all walk in sort
yeah,
of at the same
yeah,
time so we're not alone?
yes,
Oh, so you should probably
okay,
be near the bag.
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I'm. That's I'm right. I'm right here.
All right.
I,
Well,
I think this is. I think this is my hand in the bag. I can't tell.
prob-
You
I
hope
just,
so.
I just feel, I
That's
just feel,
my
I just feel at the
pocket.
bag. I just feel at the bag. No, that's not the bag. Like I take her, like here, it's here.
Get your
Oh,
hand off
whoops.
of my ass, please.
Well,
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
yeah. The thing
This
is
is the
dark
second time
vision.
Marissa's been grabbed.
Yeah, I do.
Like you do have dark vision. I don't need to tell you. You know where it is.
So,
Yeah, that's why I was.
as you guys all 10 of you start to head through the portal, uh
The Titan wakes up. Ah.
he like reaches in, grabs Tay, and just like continues like, I meant to kill
Bye.
you.
You
No.
weren't. We weren't done yet.
Uh
Done it!
uh
my
you
gosh.
all head through the portal, and unknowingness to you guys, it's as all of you go through the portal, about like another minute or two, and all the lights kind of light up as the portal closes.
Oh shit.
So
So how are we gonna get out?
Easy banishment. Hello, nerd.
One button.
we'll find out what happens next time,
Hey.
as that is
Hey!
that is the solid
We
point
wait.
to
We wasted exactly enough time. That's how you should look at it.
yeah, right on the dot.
Yeah.
So
Next
I-
session begins with Cell just turning on our group as he's finally reached his breaking point, and
Like,
Yeah.
you guys are
I
somehow
will
making
leave.
Cell going to be one of the BBEGs because he's just like, why did I do it?
I'm good.
I can't fucking stand them anymore.
I'll just fuck him. I'll fuck him up first. Don't worry about it.
So, other than that, thank you everybody for coming out and joining us. This has been wonderful. I I wasn't expecting that at the end, but it's just like, okay.
I mean,
I was just like,
I'm
I was like, maybe one of these other characters will know. And I started rolling, and they all rolled so terrible. I'm
yeah,
like,
but like everyone rolled shit. No one knew. Everyone's just. It's just how it. Like sometimes you can't. How do you can't outplay the rolls. Like you can't be like, okay, but I rolled this, so I'm gonna ignore my roll. That's not how this game works.
yeah. So I was just like, there's nothing I could do, and I'm like, maybe somebody knows, like, because again, it was a 9, 8, 17, then a 4, 1, 4.
Yeah, I mean, I
Or
rolled
what?
nothing above. I think I rolled like apart from one, I rolled everything 10 or like lower than a 10.
So they
Maybe
killed him.
Steeny's just involved in some shady stuff.
Well, you know,
There's an old parable that says something like, "Those who love darkness, their deeds are dark."
possibly. But nevertheless, we'll find out what happens next time as we restart our session in the Shadowfell. So,
Shadowfell.
Da-da-da.
thank you all for coming out. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful night, and we'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.